Like we always do at this time, I go for mine. What up? Wednesday night, no strings attached. We in the building, man. What's good? What's happening? Y'all vibe with us tonight. We're going to have a good show. Talking about just being in life, relationships, love, whatever it is, and taking L's. Talk about that. Let's explore the L taking, goddammit. So we're going to get into how you bounce back, how it is, how you feel in the moment. Just exploring the L. A lot of people have been taking L's lately. So we got to get into these L's, plus a whole lot more, man. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked right here. Tap in with us. If you got to go somewhere, just, you can always just swipe us down, put us in the corner, finish doing what you're doing on your phone call, and then we good. We pick right back up on the YouTube. You dig? But we got I Runs Wild, a.k.a. Cousin Torin in the building. You can now find him on Blue Sky as well at, what is it? Is it still I Runs Wild? I'm giving out all your information.
Everything's always gonna be I Runs Wild. What's good, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Feels good to be here. Life has been lifing, but hey, we making the best of it.
Do you still run wild though? I feel like you settled down.
I mean, I tried to settle down, but niggas don't want me to. They want me running wild. So hey.
No, I feel like you're not. I feel like you're not that outside running wild no more.
Yeah, I haven't been outside.
Like you could be wilder with that name.
Well, then come pick me up and let's go outside.
Lionel said you ain't wild enough. on some Keisha Cole shit. They used to say that you wasn't wild enough.
Or you gonna have to change that
that's
name.
who needs to be the bird. Wait, that's who needs to be the bird too.
Okay, I do have that video. I got that video ready. I got that. I do have that.
Because she lost her mind.
What up, Lion building?
What up, y'all? What's good? Happy Wednesday. We back like we always do, at this time.
You did?
No pun intended. But for real, we really back in this bitch. And it feels good. I feel like I'm in a good space. I'm thankful more than anything. I'm alive, right? I'm thriving. I'm like focused and becoming more disciplined. I wouldn't say I'm just like a disciplined person, but I'm becoming more disciplined today than I was like 7 months ago and a year ago. So it's beautiful. All the good things. We coming into the next year really on that, really on that. And so we setting the tone right here at No Strings Attached, sending out the vibes for y'all. Grab life by the horns, body slam that hoe. Sometimes, life has hands. So sometimes life is giving you a good one too. But you got to know how to bob and weave and get that bitch back. Stand the fight, y'all. Keep doing them hoes. But no, to just keep that short, to keep it short and sweet and simple, I'm happy to be back.
There you go. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to the first. We got a couple birds today. We got to give some smoke to some people.
Okay.
Let's get to this first bird. Me and Torian just thought about it. We just realized.
Would that be a flock?
It is a flock. We got a flock of birds this week.
I almost said a school of birds.
Yeah, just a whole flock of y'all. So let's go to this first one. I don't know what she on that. That young boy really did a number on Keisha Cole. That's what they saying in the streets.
Okay,
this is Keisha Cole. Yeah, she's at a concert, and I'm not even sure. I don't know. Okay, y'all just listen to this. I don't know what the hell she's doing.
My family not understanding the baby. I think plan for me. Turn this off. They don't know this one. Let's go to the next one. Anytime we share, I've been in my family too. Ain't no one playing about you. All right, they don't know this song. Put this one. I'm watching y'all. I can't see no lips move though. Let me see. Go to the next one. So come on. All right, turn it. They don't know it.
What is going on?
Hey, turn that off. They don't know it. Goddamn it. Keisha Cole ain't wasting no tracks on y'all. If y'all don't know it, go to the next
one. Well, that's
going.
And she the one playing the ones that's not the good ones.
Yeah.
She trying to play Yeah, Keisha, you know what songs we want to hear from you. Don't play no other bullshit. Get right to the hit records.
But no, you need to find the other video when she was crying, she was performing. That one, she really lost her mind. Or just her driving in the car and listens to this nigga, yeah, he broke up. Like, girl, what? why this man got this chokehold on you? Like everybody in the comments would be like, I feel so bad for her because like she really, really is acting like she don't know who the fuck she is. It's like you are Keisha Cole. Like, why are you acting like this about a 25-year-old man?
There we go, Keisha. Oh yeah, she crying for real. That's a hard cry.
My girl going through it. I'm like, come on. Auntie not mad. Auntie just hurt. She hurt.
Yeah, that's tough. She really damn. Hold on. Oh, she can't even sing. She just she going through it.
Whoa, she can sing for sure.
No. I'm saying she couldn't sing. She was it was so much emotion, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
No, she can sing. I'm saying it was a lot
and
of.
Why is she so? Is this just like the song is in the heart?
Because she going through a breakup with this 25-year-old Honcho.
Is it Honcho? Yeah, shout out to Honcho.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old she is. I think she like 43.
Wow, 25 is crazy.
We'll look it up real quick. How old is she? Keisha to the Coles.
43 and 25 is crazy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha Cole was 43 years old. October 15th.
Right. Yes, look
October
at me.
15th, 1981. There you go. So she the same sign as me and who else? Naomi. We all got the same sign.
Wow, she's a Libra.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, she
that ain't Libra energy. Let me back up. That ain't our energy.
Is Libra. No, this is totally Libra a little bit.
This ain't our energy. Nah, they saying we don't be running around all that crying and whining. That ain't what we do. But yeah, shout out to Keisha Cole. She got to get it together, man. They say she got the tattoo on her and everything. She got his name tatted on her.
Yeah, like.
So yeah, we got to give you. I don't want to give you a bird, Keisha, but I got you. You left me no choice, Keisha.
I
don't feel like she's a bird. I'm gonna give her.
Well, I was really giving her. I was giving her a bird for that other one when you at your concert and you don't even got a good. What up, Stan? You don't even got a good set of music. You telling folks, oh, you don't know this song? Go to the next one. God damn. You know what songs people know.
I'm not giving her. I'm giving her a golden ticket. She's going to Hollywood.
Hilarious.
Nah, she got to go to the round where you got to fight for your life.
I know.
You got to fight for your life to get this motherfucking ticket.
But you know, I like the emotional performance. I feel like that's good. You know, there's an element of vulnerability and like artistry to that.
No, it is, but like over a 25-year-old and you're 43.
I think that it's over a 25-year-old that is crazy as fuck. I forgot that part of it.
That's the bird part. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're Keisha Cole. And this is a new rapper. Like, he ain't even like it ain't like it's like I don't even know who compares to, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know.
I can see maybe if it was Future, like maybe, but this bitch over here crying about Honcho.
Here goes a for sure bird though, right here to add to the flock. We got maybe one or two more after this one, but they really took an L on Friday night. If you tuned in to say you was gonna watch the Mike Tyson fight, this is all a lot of people saw on Netflix. If you said, hey, let me pop in and see what Jake Paul and Mike Tyson finna do, and this is what you were greeted with for most of the night, was just this shit just buffering. You know what I'm saying? It was bad work. This was their first time doing a live fight, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people was like, oh, it's gonna be dope. It's Netflix, all they do is stream. People were very surprised and pissed off that like they got on the streaming service and all of a sudden it couldn't handle, you know what I'm saying, like the amount of people. Look in the chat. Grant said he had to watch it on TikTok.
That's crazy.
You can't fuck with Americans and the shit they pay for. So they pissed. They're like, bitch, I pay for this.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah.
See, mine didn't look like that. I was able to still watch it, but it was like freezing.
Like every couple of minutes it would just freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And then it go back. I'm like, I had to fast forward it. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
it was. I'm like, what?
It was crazy.
I'm like, I just heard this. I'm like, why does this sound familiar? I'm like, he repeating the same shit. I'm tweeting about it. I'm like, wait, no, mom just went back. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was
Like it
it was
wasn't
a
you. It
bad
wasn't
night.
you. It wasn't you.
It was a bad night, man. And to all the people that was saying, "Hey, man, I don't want to see Mike like this." And look, I'm gonna put this picture up. We love Mike in America. I love Mike. People saying, "Hey, man, I don't want to see Mike like that." You know what I'm saying?
And
Here's
what
the
in a
reality.
jockstrap?
Well, yeah, that and getting beat up, right? But
Mm.
here's what I tell people, man. Like, fight. This is historically how it ends for fighters, right? Like when you're a fighter, that's your skill. That's how you've made your living is by fighting. So we don't know if Mike got financial problems or not, but let's just say he does, whatever. So what is he gonna do? Is he gonna go work at Publix? Like, is he gonna go to the gym? No, he gonna try to get back. If he can somehow get back into the ring, he knows he can get money. That's how he gets money. It's kind of like, think about people that go to jail, right? Folks that go to jail, turn their life around for 10, 15 years, then all of a sudden they get in a pinch, something happens, they go back to what they know, selling dope. And you're like, damn, dude, you was doing so good. This is what I know. This is what I know how I can really go get my money. Like, what else is time?
Mhm.
He tried to do the weed. I guess y'all wasn't buying enough of his strand. He did the one-man show. He was going around doing the plays. I guess y'all wasn't pulling up to that enough. Or maybe his expenses is just crazy for his lifestyle. Whatever it is, $20 million is what he got paid. And it was eight or 10? I think it was 8 2-minute rounds. Yeah, 8 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
So for 16 minutes of being in the ring, he got $20 million. I don't know what else y'all can do for 16 minutes and get $20 million.
Exactly. Who would turn that down? That's what I'm thinking. That's why people were saying financial issues. I've heard that a lot, but I feel like it's hard to turn down. And then plus he was probably thinking that would be fun because he might not have shit to do on a day-to-day basis. So it's like, this will get my name out there again. It'll be
Right.
fun. Who knows
16
like what
minutes.
kind of relationship they have behind the scenes? Like they could be cool as fuck, and like it's like
Yeah.
let's get some money. And so I feel like who could say no to that for real? So that's like somebody asking me to come play tennis, and I'm 60 for a couple. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll play tennis for that bag real quick for 10 minutes, no problem.
Right.
Like that sounds great. I'm sure that sounds like a good time. Like for
Who
sure.
can't use 20 million? If they call Elon and say, hey, we want you to come over here and do whatever for 20 million for 10 minutes, like you said, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up that little 20 million real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick that up.
100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up that little money over there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
nah.
stop.
I still think he threw it though, cause like those videos that he was like training and shit, like, but he did say he got hurt. He said his leg was hurting too, but still, like, I just feel like he was holding back.
Let me tell you something, Torian. An old Bruce Lee quote: "Boards don't hit back." When that dude was doing all his karate chopping on them boards, my nigga Bruce Lee was like, "I hear you, nigga. That looks good, but boards don't hit back. You can look real good in practice, fam. Like, get your old ass out there." First of all, I don't know if you saw this part. He almost fell on the way to the ring.
No, they said that, but I was watching, but I think maybe I looked off because I did see him coming out.
It was right when he very first came out. Like his first few steps, he trips. So it's like he takes like 1, 2, 3 steps and he trips. I was like, oh, this nigga's old. Old nigga tripping.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, this nigga can't even walk.
Because I was like, because that's what Netflix was fucking up. Because I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I'm like, why is Tyson coming out first? I'm like, this is crazy. But then I seen that, I was like, oh, my shit was fucked up. Like, he did come out second. Like,
whole time it was in the second round already.
I was like, what
ass is way behind.
But I did think it was come out.
A big like entertainment. I feel like entertainment was a big factor in that for sure. So I don't know if I would say stage, but it probably was like some element of stage or some element of agreement of like, hey, this is what this needs to look like.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, the whole age thing ain't really. I'm not really for that. Cause I done seen some old niggas out here whooping some ass, and we see like these old niggas still be out here acting and all buff.
Yeah, but not
maybe
that
fight
old.
is different too, but still, I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I think if it would put it like this, even though Mike looked the way he looked in that, if you ain't nobody finna run up on Mike in a bar and fuck with Mike, right? Because Mike like he you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna do that, right? But like that's different. Cause it's rules, it's structure. There's a ring, and like every time, like if you think about it, in the first round when Mike was trying to come toward him, he young, he would just move around the ring, like, all right, then come over here.
Right?
You know
he was running.
Yeah, you can tire him out, do whatever you want to do. So yeah,
Jake
you still don't want
to actually fight too. He actually can fight.
I don't think he can fight at all. Well, let me take
Wait,
that back.
who could fight?
I don't. Jake Paul. Let me take that back. I think that he can whoop most everyday people's ass. I think he's gotten his skills up to that part. I don't think he can fight. The only real boxer he ever fought in his life is a horrible boxer, and he lost to him. So I don't think he's that level. But I do think that, like, I wouldn't
Wait,
fuck with him.
Jake Paul
like
lost
that.
to the worst rapper? I mean, the worst boxer, or the worst boxer lost to him?
Jake Paul lost.
Oh, so he has
Yeah,
lost
he
a
lost.
fight. I was thinking that he was like undefeated
Yeah.
or something.
No, he fought one boxer. He fought one actual professional boxer, Tommy Fury, who was the half brother of Tyson Fury, the ex heavyweight champion, and he lost. He got dropped and everything.
Oh, wow.
And Tommy Fury's horrible. Like, no one thinks he's good at all. He's horrible. So that's why I'm like, I don't think he's good enough to fight like actual boxers, but I do think his skills are. Listen, your ass will look like little Nate Robinson if you go in there with Jake. Don't fuck with Jake Paul. He's been practicing enough to where motherfuckers with a 9 to 5, he will start you, nigga. You will be sleep. Trust me. Like, he got legit power and he knows how to throw it. He just, he's just a little awkward. So actual fighters, I think, will beat him. But it was fun for what it was, man. It was a sideshow. People wanted to pull up. I saw something was like 60 million people watched it streaming. So it was crazy numbers.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, let's get before we're gonna get to the Dr. Heavenly Bird, but let me add one more to the flock. He's like he might be going down into the Bird Hall of Fame at this point. Because he had another monologue. He had another recent monologue, and I'm speaking of no other than Tyrese. Are we gonna retire his jersey at this point? Or we got maybe one more or two more? But he gotta be close to getting retired as the Bird.
I don't know. He did drop an album, and that album was good. I did listen to it.
So that bought him some cool points. Okay, I like that. Torrance said we bought him a couple points. Okay.
So he got another strike added that he can lose.
I gotta give him a Bird though, because he always. Did y'all see? He dropped like a 34-minute video he put up of him just rambling on like a week ago.
Like, no, it was like an hour, like 50 something, 54. With that wig on or something.
Yeah, he was just rambling. I was what are you talking about, dude?
I didn't watch it, but I just seen like people commenting on it, like, I wasted my time. Like,
this is him again talking more about child support. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. We'll play this the beginning though.
Baby mama number 1 and 2. If you ain't learned already, I ain't giving you shit. Like I fought to earn this life, I'm gonna fight to keep it. Not giving it away to nobody. Ain't nobody gonna take this. I'm gonna shoot, stab, and kill over mine. I'm gonna protect this bottom line at all cost. I've earned it, and I'm gonna protect it. I'm gonna protect it as hard as I've earned it.
Calm down, nigga. Calm down. Just pay the little child support, nigga. Relax. Why is he so dramatic all the time? Everything is like a dramatic play. Baby mama number 1, baby mama number 2. You ain't getting shit. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Stand on that business, Tyrese. Don't give up that bag. Tyrese said he's standing on major business. He won't be giving up any bags to any of these women.
He's entitled to that, but
now next week he'll be crying again, What was the shit he was crying about when he had the great quote that time?
Somebody got married, his ex-wife or something.
Yeah, I don't know. He was crying.
Congratulations.
Tierra said he be going through it for life, for real. Listen, we should have called Tyrese about the show tonight, taking L's. This nigga, he be acting like he be really going through it.
No, right. Like, what is your skill? How do you do this?
I'm with you, Tierra. Listen, like, get off the internet. He got to chill. Like, the internet has become his actual therapy, though. It's his therapist's couch.
No, therapy should actually work and be productive.
I mean, I agree with you there, but Tyrese, he said this is what he gonna do. He gonna go to the internet.
Yes,
what
that's become his
you want from me?
We want you to stop, sir.
What more do you want from me? They want it. They want their damn money, Tyrese, and they gonna get it. Don't get it fucked up.
No, yeah, because that is what he was crying about. I think it had something to do with child support too. It was like the baby mama won't let him see his daughter.
Yeah, it's
She
always
was
child
happy
support
in
with
the
him.
relationship. He like, congratulations. Oh my God. I love that video. My man was going through it.
He's
My boy,
definitely,
boy.
yeah. Listen. He's coming up on He's coming up on Bird Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
He almost there. Okay, let's get to this one though. This is a everyday bird. We don't get these types of birds. Typically, we get uh eagles, and we get falcons. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that we get just a normal everyday pigeon, or a blackbird that be on the ground at HEB eating the bread and stuff. It's very rare we get one of those birds. We go high for our birds, but this bird right here. Okay, set this up for us, Torin, with this particular bird and her dentist.
So I'm not familiar with who the young lady is. Others may be, but my guess is that she's like from like one of these like I call them fake networks. So like Zeus, now that's TV, all that. I feel like she's come from that, or maybe she's just like a TikToker who just got known because they say why y'all make her famous. But I'm looking at this like I don't know why y'all make her famous, but she had horrible teeth, horrible mouth. Dr. Heavily from Married to Medicine graciously gave this girl an opportunity that so many will wish for and pray for, and that's to fix their mouth completely and free of charge. So Dr. Heavily does it. First video we see her getting it done, and then Bird Brain couldn't help but be a bird, and we'll see
Here we
what happens.
go. Let's go.
The one, the two, or the three. You know.
Damn. Yeah, that shit was. She needed that help. Crazy image. Yeah, damn, girl. Yeah, we gave you a new smile. Anything would have been an upgrade for you, baby girl. I can't play the audio, but there you go. You got your new grill. Damn, look at it in the background. Hold on. That
Yes.
looks crazy. That in the background looks crazy, fam. Jesus. Whoa. Okay. All right. Shit. Yeah. Lord have mercy.
And she was crying and stuff. Like she was like, she seemed so happy. Everything.
Yeah, shit. Her grill was in bad shape. I mean, I know I got a crooked smile, but shit. Lord have mercy. Okay, there you go. So that was the joyful part. But, here goes the bird part.
Mom, do whatever make me feel comfortable. I don't live my life for y'all. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, because at the end of the day, you can't stop what God got for me. As long as I know that it don't matter how anybody feel about me. So, at this point, it's on. I'm with Belvin. Cooking dinner. Y'all finna get a lot of what is it? Videos, but the only way that y'all gonna be able to see, I don't care. Y'all call me mama, mom, do whatever make me feel comfortable. I don't live my life for
So as y'all
y'all.
see, she took her damn teeth out her damn
Now,
mouth.
why would she take them out?
I don't know.
Did she talk about why she took them out?
Nah, that's this only video I've seen. I didn't care to even deep dive into that because that just don't make no sense.
From what I'm getting from this is that like I feel like she feels without those teeth, the fake teeth.
Wait, we didn't hear your first part.
I feel like she feels more comfortable without having the fake teeth. That's what I get from this.
A lot of people do say it's an adjustment period when you get those teeth
I could
in your
see
mouth.
that. But like, and so even like when you look at when she has the teeth in that picture on the right, it's like it's like that doesn't look like genuine happiness. She kind of looks like, yeah, oh, okay. So I feel like she just wasn't happy. So she was saying, I'm not doing this for y'all. She's probably had people telling her, do this, get your teeth fixed, get your teeth fixed. To the point that somebody was willing to do it for free. And like whole time, is that what she actually wanted? So I feel like she may have come to terms with that once it was actually a thing that was in her mouth. And she's like, oh shit, I don't even feel like myself now. I don't look like myself anymore.
That's what I was gonna say. people don't realize that like when you change your teeth and the structure of your mouth, it actually changes the way you look. You know what I'm saying? Like to your point, like I know I didn't even think about that, but it may be that like she was looking in the mirror and was like, hold on, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't look the same. You know what I mean? And she might, now what is she gonna do with these gums in her mouth though? That's the problem though. Now she got gum, just straight gums.
Right, like you can't even
You can't go get them old teeth back.
That's how she was meant to be.
Hilarious.
She reverting back to how she came into this world, I guess.
Her name is Grip Baby.
She got that
Grip
reverse BBL.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
No, yeah. But like it was pictures of her like after she got her teeth done and she went out and she just looked amazing. Like, and you seem like the confidence had boosted up. It was like, so then me to see this the next week, I was like, wait, what? Like I see her out having fun, like, but like you say, it'd be more mental shit, it'd be deeper for them. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll look more into it next show. I'll have some more information.
Yeah, follow up.
Tia said a gum decision.
Yeah.
I see the wordplay on that. A dumb decision.
A gum decision is crazy.
I feel like I'm gonna have to give her golden tickets till she's going to Hollywood. I'm gonna have to take her off the list.
I just said her to Hollywood.
I'm having to shoot these birds down. I feel like I'm not gonna make her a bird. I feel like she may have come to her senses. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this isn't what I want.
I see that. I do, but
Hey,
I
tell
don't
her it's
know.
too late. God damn it, we already did this work.
It's too damn late. You better
It's
rock
too
the
late.
vibes.
Right,
Yeah.
you wasted somebody's damn time. That could
You
have been
better
for
smile.
me. I could have took that shit.
Yeah, I did that shit pro bono. Fuck.
Mm-mm.
You dig? I could have got a bag for this. So there you go. That concludes our bird. That concludes our flock for the week. Shout out to all the birds, man. May you be prosperous. Hold on, I got one more bird up. Okay, not a bird, but let me ask some questions about him. Not a bird. I got too much respect to give him bird. But what's going on with Denzel?
Are you talking about that he just revealed that he did crack? No, what he say he did?
Yeah, so Denzel first came out and talked about a scene that didn't even make the movie, about how he kissed a guy and he was like, oh, they were too chicken to put it in. And it was like, okay, like nigga, well, okay. It was kind of like,
and the director has said that never happened. So I'm like,
word. Yeah, so like it was weird that like he was like he just came out of nowhere, like, yeah, I kissed a dude in the movie and they didn't want to put it in there. They were scared. And now he's coming out talking about, here's what he came out with recently. Like, I think today he came out now talking about
he used to shoot up.
That he used to shoot dope.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting back like, why the heck? Like, we never knew this about Denzel. Like, and y'all may disagree, and that's totally fine. But for me,
I didn't need to know.
Right. But for me, my thing is, it's certain people in our community, it's certain people that we hold in high esteem, that like, I don't need to know all of your flaws. Now, he just might want to share them. That's fine. But niggas, like, now we got it. Like, a lot of people are saying, is he going through a ritual? Was he on some Diddy? Was he on some Diddy tapes? And they say, hey, we can make these tapes go away, but we need you to do some stuff. I don't know. I'm just putting out what people are saying, right? But like, why the hell are you telling us that you used to shoot up dope, nigga? Like, okay, like, what are you supposed to do with that information?
No, yeah, but maybe because he is also said he in his retiring phase. Like,
this nigga said he retiring and he named like 9 more movies.
Right, but I mean, hey, he got it planned.
This nigga got 2 different versions of Othello coming out. He got Equalizer 4 and 5 coming out. He said he got a role in another Black Panther, and it was like 2. It's like 7 or 8 more movies.
Yeah, that was Spike Lee. Yeah,
I mean, they got a bunch of more shit. I'm like, nigga, like, he's already like 70. Like, nigga, a movie takes like 6, like it's anywhere from like 8 to 9 months, 6 to 9 months to shoot. So
I mean, sometimes, not always, because Tyler Perry shoot them motherfucking movies in 3 days.
Tyler Perry
it only takes a couple months to shoot a movie.
Nah, no,
especially when you as talented as Denzel, like, he probably could do his shit.
What are you talking
If they got
about?
it planned out, right?
Man,
You know, like he could come in and
he's
shoot
talking
his
about
shit.
doing shit like Othello and those Equalizers and the Black Panther. The Black Panther ain't no 2-month movie. That's gonna be a long time with the editing, all the
But
CGI
they
shit.
only have to act so much, so a lot of that is
Yeah, but you might have
editing.
to come
So
back.
it's your
We don't know what his role is gonna be. We don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm putting it like this: he ain't gonna be done in 2 years. I know that. That nigga's 70 years old.
He might.
2 years is definitely enough time to make a
Hell,
lot
to
of
do
movies.
9 movies. Stop, y'all. Stop this. He ain't gonna do no damn 9
Right.
movies.
It don't take 8 months to film a movie.
No, I'm like, it might take like that whole amount of time to write a script, to like shop it around to producers, and to actually like cast and do all the things. But when it comes to like you getting a script and shooting the movie, that's
So
not
what
a lot.
y'all are saying is that he's taking no time off. He's just gonna go from movie to movie to movie to movie to movie, 9 in a row, and knock them all out. Come
I
on,
mean,
I
man.
don't
he
know what his
could. I mean,
plan
but
is.
I'm just saying, you making it seem like just 2 years is wild. Like, no, I don't think it's gonna be 2 years, but it could be if he did say it's gonna be.
The
It could be.
those equalizers alone movies because he's doing fight scenes. You got to go on location.
That's
Those
not really him.
Right.
What I'm saying is he got to go there and be there. Like the dude is doing the fight scene with the back shit, but he's the one that he got to stand in, do his shit, boom, and then we got to do a camera cut to this guy. It's a long time. That's what I'm saying.
No, you don't.
No, I'm
And then,
like,
hold on. Then you got to go promote. Then you got to go promote these movies. So he's not gonna promote no movies. So the Equalizer gonna come out. He ain't gonna do
That's
no promo.
not part of being retired, Roy. He just was talking about acting part of retired. Like he's still
What
doing
I'm
promo
telling
and
you,
shit.
what I'm telling you is that if I'm going on a promo run, I can't be filming another movie. I'm on a promo run now.
Oh, that's the time. Oh, I
Yeah, I'm on
mean,
a promo run. If he does if Denzel
maybe
is
he
on
don't
Black
have
Panther,
to.
so you think Denzel's not gonna do a
Black
promo run
Panther
for Black
script
Panther?
isn't even written yet, so it's gonna be staggered enough.
Okay, that
he'll be
even
able to
more
get
time
his
we gotta
shot.
waste now. So he's gonna be 80 years old. So he's not retiring. So that's cap. That nigga gonna be working till the day he died. Naomi in the building, y'all. Y'all say what's up to Naomi in the chat.
Hey y'all, happy No Strings Day.
Tierra said Denzel getting a golden ticket. I'm like,
No, he's not a bird, but I'm just confused as to why he's telling us that he doing, kissing
No,
men.
it's definitely kind of giving ritual type things, because I'm like, yeah, he's talking too much. He's doing a little too much. I had even just seen like he had seen Snoop Dogg on the like red carpet, and he was like going all crazy over Snoop Dogg and shit. And I'm like, I've never like seen this like Denzel before, and like it's very interesting.
Yeah,
I can't call it these days with these celebs. I don't know. I just gotta stay out of it.
That's a good point.
It just seemed like I don't know. I'm not putting nothing on Denzel. Maybe he's just at an age now where he just wants to tell his truth and just put it out there for people. Hey, this is what hey, I shot
feel
dope.
like we need more context. Like we don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like
I feel like he was talking about fucking heroin. Shit,
I'm saying like, what was he? Because I mean, like drugs. Okay, but I'm saying like, I don't know what. Like, how did he?
How did he get to like that conversation?
Yeah, like it would. I would need to know what he was talking about, like in the midst of just saying that.
I don't think anybody. I don't know what question an interviewer would ask Denzel, an actor, in which he would start talking about shooting heroin. I think that's just some shit he volunteered. They was talking about, hey, so hey man, how's life been? Yeah, man, I fucked up my body shooting dope. Like, whoa, hold on.
But no, the headline says because like he admits that he's done damage to his body over the years through drugs and alcohol. So that could be like just like a self-realization that ultimately could like help people. But it just depends on like how was he pitching it, Like you randomly just say that, then like, yeah, that's weird. But if he's like
are you still shooting dope?
Yeah. Well, but he said he never got strung out on it. But like he also, that he could still be doing it here and there.
That's what our addicts say. They don't think they got a problem.
There you go.
They're like, I'm fine.
There you go.
But I have to go do this tonight.
Right. I was just gonna say that, Naomi. No one who's ever shot.
Trust me, I'm fine.
No one who's ever shot heroin just occasionally did heroin. That's not an occasional drug.
Yeah,
that's
but no, heroin is a drug that it doesn't. No, I don't think you can be successful and be doing
facts. So it may be cap, right? He may be capping.
Well, that's what he said. He's not strung out on it. Like he's done it before. Like he's done.
Man.
So that's why I need to hear that interview because I think that's what he was talking about.
Cause maybe he did. It's just talking about just he did it once. Like he said, I shot dope, but I never got strung out. So maybe he just said I'm not gonna play with it no more because I seen motherfuckers get
No,
addicted by the first time.
no, he said that he's done damage. Well, I guess because he's saying if he's first of all, he's a goofy if he's saying he did damage to his body by doing heroin one time. That means he's a
No,
goofy.
I'm just saying that could have been just one thing, but he probably did other drugs. He probably did coke, all that, and he probably was like, yeah, I shot dope, but like I just did not want. I never got strung out, but I
I'm
still
like,
sniff a
look,
little
Y'all
coke.
think that he always says shot? It does say shot dope. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like little.
like y'all
damn.
making up shit like that. Like,
I'm like, what makes y'all think he was shooting something up his? I'm like, because that's heavy. Like, what if he was just maybe popping a pill here and there?
Right,
something like
this
that?
nigga shooting. I mean, you got to tie your arm off, all types of dope shit, right?
How you know?
No, that's like the medical way. That's how they do it in the hospital. They probably
He an
don't tie
old
their
nigga.
arm.
Hold on, he's an old man. That's how old niggas shot dope. They tied their arm off. That's how old niggas.
No, my grandma, she was like, no, they hit the vein.
First of all, we ain't gonna put Granny out there like that. Jesus, what are we doing?
That's what
They
she
can find
told
that.
me.
They don't need no rope to find that vein.
Okay.
Hilarious. But I'm just saying though, like Denzel is like, dude, like
Wow, and look, and I can't see my vein.
hilarious.
Perfect entry.
Jesus.
JK.
Just ready.
I do agree with Boosie on one thing though. The only functional people that I ever met in my life that did drugs was crackheads. Those niggas, I mean, weed smokers, I don't consider that a drug. So, but crackheads, them niggas would smoke crack and then get up and go to work. Like crackheads, them niggas live a long time. No cap.
Yeah,
them
and
niggas,
even if you were counting
Please.
weed as a drug, it's definitely like not keeping niggas on their toes.
Wait, crackhead or cokeheads? Because you know some people like intertwine those things.
He said crackhead.
no, I
not
said crack.
cokehead.
Nigga. Crack.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you talk about crackheads they be smoking because some people be thinking that's coke too. I'm like, no, those two separate things.
Yeah, well,
And
that's,
also,
that's
Separate
you can
things of
probably
it, like
function
two
more
sides to the same coin. Like it's
it's a different form, right?
I
But
think
we
it's
just
a
be
strong.
seeing
It's
the
still different.
crackheads. I feel like the crackheads that you see be the ones that's down bad. Like when you see somebody doing coke, they probably are not gonna be down bad.
Yeah, because coke costs way more.
It depends in a way. Like they're not gonna be down bad on the fucking like homeless on the street, but they definitely can be down bad, like really fucked up in their mind, soul, body.
Right.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying
let you
because when
up.
you see crackhead, you literally like it's like when you think crackhead, like I can't even describe. I wouldn't even want to describe where my mind goes when I think crackhead. But then like but I've also had those real experiences. I just actually and see to even think that the people I came across recently were crackheads is like biased. But from my perspective, they was acting like crackheads. So that's just like and that be the perspective I have is just like randomly stop at this gas station and boom. But then I actually did work with someone before that was doing coke, and I knew like people that did coke before, and it's like you would never guess until like it's like oh you're doing coke right now gotcha. But then
Until you're
crackheads, I
at the
feel like you
party,
could
until you're partying with them.
right. But then besides that, you could see a crackhead just randomly like spazzing, and they really do spaz. So that's why I'm like, there's got to be more of a difference.
No,
than
but
just the
see, I
price.
just feel the way I see a cokehead, like them niggas will definitely spaz too. Like, so it may
they do
just be
spaz.
like they may be spazzing in a suit, like they may be in their like heels and dress, but they can definitely like but you're tweaking a little.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
Like, you need to put that shit down. Like,
No, that's so true. It is tweaking either way.
It is two different, you know, they're crack and coke
crack
are
is
obviously
whack. I ain't never
right.
smoked crack.
Right. I was gonna say that crack and coke are definitely cousins, but they are very different. They different types of cousins.
It's
I
like getting the house liquor versus the top shelf.
Not to glorify drugs, but it's a few things in my life that like, you know, like something happens and you'll never get that out of your brain or never get that out.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I walked into a crack house when niggas was cooking crack, I can still when I think about it, it's a fucked up smell. I can't even describe it, but it's a fucked up weird smell. So it's a smell that like I'll never get out of my brain. Like I can go back there and be like, damn, that's a fucked up smell. Like I don't like the smell of it.
Damn, that was me.
Yeah, I don't like the smell of that shit, dog. Of niggas cooking. Yeah, no, nigga.
Do you like the smell of cocaine?
Like you were just at the trap house.
Good question, Lionel.
You smelled it, and what else?
Nah, I would just listen.
Like, were you there to? You was there to pick up.
I come from the generation of drug sellers. Y'all come from a generation of drug users. See, we're not the same. I come from a generation where we talked about selling drugs. Y'all rappers talk about doing drugs. So, I was just sitting there with my homeboy. I just pulled up and I was like, this shit's gonna make me throw up. I gotta get out of here.
Nigga can't handle the trap. If you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen.
I got the fuck up out of there. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, nigga, no, I'm cool on this. They're like, you don't want to.
I remember one of my homeboys who is very much like in that life. He'd be like, yeah, pull up. Like he'd be posted on the west side. I'm like, nigga, you got me fucked up. Like I ain't finna be around no junkies coming up to the house. Yeah, like bitch, you got me messed up. It's like, yeah, we can smoke and chill. Like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah,
the client sound very chill.
No, like I'm not. Like I'm gonna be too paranoid.
And I even smoke. Like I'm scared my shit might get mixed in with this shit. What the fuck you mean?
No, it definitely will. It totally will.
Like, I remember in college when we went to go pick up, and this dude was like selling all this type of shit, and we got some weed, and we was like rolling up, and it was like, what is this white shit in this? Hell no! We all like freaked out, like, no. We made our friend go back in that house and get some new shit, and we was like, we gonna watch
new shit. I'm like, y'all was not living right in college.
He was like,
oh yeah, we got extra. Okay, we turn it up, bitch.
We got extra. It's crazy.
Right.
I was crazy at that time, like, and that's why God gave me a baby. That's exactly why God gave me a baby because, I was fucking. I won't even talk about the shit I was doing when it came to drugs. I don't fuck with the man-mades though. No.
Let me ask y'all a question though. Do y'all think that it would be appropriate for someone to require an ID from a celebrity for entry into a place? Be like, oh, you ain't got no ID? Okay, you can't get in here.
If you don't know who they are, yeah, and if that's your job to check people's ID.
Okay, so let me ask you. So hypothetically speaking, let's say it's T.I. He don't got no ID.
I would let T.I. in.
I'm like, he
would have to probably I would probably make him pay me first. Like, they could come to my job for this. I'm gonna let you in though, shit.
Like he's obviously 21 and 25.
Right. I'm like, I can go on Google and look up this nigga age. I'm like, yeah.
I know they had to just be an asshole because he's not even close to the age of like considering.
So
yeah,
so with
that
that being
said, back and forth. It's like old enough.
So with that being said, here was T.I. He was down here in Texas recently, down in Austin. Just trying to go to it.
I'm like, I should have guessed that he was in Texas.
He was definitely Austin.
He was in Austin trying to get into a bar. Here we go.
Well, I'm right here in Austin, Texas. I'm in Austin, Texas on what it is? It's 6th Street? On East 6th Street at a place called Revelry. Rainy? Okay, Rainy Street. Place called Revelry. There's a sucker up here at the front. There's a sucker right here at the front. This sucker nigga right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere.
Oh no, he black. Wow, that's crazy.
Don't worry about it. This sucker right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere. Any nigga wear some shoes like that ain't gonna keep me out of nowhere, man. Any nigga wear them peppermint patty shoes. That man got on a Walmart Versace shirt with them Ross pants. And here, well, what your nipple hard for, man? Why your nipple hard for, man? That boy got them thick ass ankle. But look at that boy ankle poking out the side of them peppermint patty shoes. But what is that velvet? What is that velvet? Yeah, yeah. Appreciate you too, buddy. We on him right now though. But look at the ass shoes, boy. Who gave you them goddamn shoes, boy? Your grandma put them up in a birthday card. Was for $5-6, didn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me, man. All right, now. All right. Back to your whole business.
All right, there you go. They didn't let the king of the South into the goddamn bar in Austin. That's crazy. As many underage kids that get in the bars in Austin.
Do they get in there? Because I remember they was definitely not letting our ass in.
Yeah, they don't play that shit.
Yeah, I'm
Man.
like 6th Street. They not just getting in bars. Maybe if they got a fake ID, but that's
That's
still
what I'm
you.
saying.
Like,
Ain't no man. Listen,
I'm
dog.
like this.
but if
I'm
you have
like,
an ID, and of course, like white kids are going and getting a fake ID, you know, they could buy that shit or whatever. But yeah, I feel like it is strict. I honestly don't fuck with Austin, so it's just like, don't go back. Shit.
But to Torian's point, everybody knows who this nigga is. Like, you know, like, so you're not gonna let T.I. in the building? Like, we just cool. Okay, I guess maybe. I don't know.
No, he could have definitely let him in, but
It looked
also
lame.
at
Why
the
the
same
fuck he had
time,
to go in
T.I.
there?
was real pressed. Like, I'm like, T.I., you did a little too much. Like
yeah, T.I. should have been one of the
why you told this nigga grandma? Like, she gave you these cars with $5-6. Like, damn, they call my grandma broke? Like, hold on now. Like, leave that shit with me. Like, you ain't gotta go that. Like, you hurt that much that you talking about my grandma, nigga? Like, I don't
No,
even
that's one
Everybody
of those
catching this smoke.
moments. Like, that's one of those moments where you just like say, "I've been kicked out of better places than this." And you just like go to the next. You just go
Yeah.
to the next spot. You know, like, and every time I think of T.I. as of like lately, I was about to say like T.I. Every time I think of T.I. BC or like AD, but no, every time I think of him lately, I think of like how rich he is since he won that settlement. I'm like, oh wow, he's rich as fuck. I just remember like he just won a huge settlement
What settlement?
against like this doll company that like
Yeah,
used
for the
the
OMG
name or
girl.
like the likeness of like his daughter's group, the OMG girls. Like
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they won. It was like more than $70 million.
Yeah, it's like 100+
Mm.
million, 130
Yeah,
plus
so
million.
Wow.
yeah, so every
What's up?
time I see him or Tiny or any of them lately, I'm like, oh yeah, they're rich as fuck. That's all
I
I can
didn't
think.
even hear about that at all.
Yeah, it was
No,
big. Yeah, I
I
remember
love that for them.
seeing
I'm super proud of that. Like I love that they even
No, I love,
pursued
you know,
that.
I love me a claim check. Like, I love to
that.
come up on the
Hilarious.
shit. I love to come up
And
on
when you
some.
saw the images side by side, it was like, yeah, that's a hell of a coincidence, y'all trying to say. Because it was pretty clear that it was a ripoff of it. Like
So I
when you
want him
saw
to
it.
settle into that rich energy. Like you would not be
No,
out
and
here
then it's,
pressed like
you could
this
have
for this.
paid to get in there to really, if you wanted to. Because I'm just, like, that's what you're supposed to do to ease a
He
transaction.
shouldn't have even. He should have sent. First of all, you send your people and like, hey, scope this scene. Hey, T.I.'s about to come in here. He's gonna
Right,
need
right,
this
right.
section. He's gonna sit over here. When he comes in, he wants to come in and just walk straight through, so we can make sure we check in with you. What do you need? And then he comes through, and there's no problem. Like you don't be up here on TikTok
Exactly,
live.
Lionel.
Like you need to act like you got some money for real. Cause don't let me get that much money seriously. I mean, well, let me get that much money. Let me stop. Seriously, let me get that much money. But I'll show you how to do this shit.
Me
You're gonna be,
too.
well, we gonna see you on Instagram popping off at the
Nah.
birthday bar.
No, Lionel gonna
They
be
be like,
kicked
damn,
out.
T.I. was right.
Dude,
First y'all do this to T.I., now
Nah.
you do this shit to me.
now, Naomi, go pop off on him right now, please.
Nah,
I'm too
like,
I'm
rich.
like,
I
that's
can't do it.
and that
$6,000.
just shows you're in the wrong place anyway. Because I'm like, you
Facts.
know, it's Houston, like, it's some bars I go to, and you could get in, like, just off, like, okay, yeah, this person is old enough to be up in here. But it also can be very strict too, where
True.
you're at. So hey, but that's why you just like use some money. Or have a picture of your ID. And my friend was able to get into the club last time. She forgot her ID, but she had a picture of it. But of course, we were like pretty girls at the door.
Depends on where you are. And
Yeah,
ladies get
depends
it
where you
easier, too.
are. Who's the thing? But then it was just like, you're not gonna let these 3 bad bitches in the club, like, if you don't take this ID. Like, we wrong. And so yeah, so it should have been like, so maybe they just didn't want T.I. there, which I think is like not out of their purview of like,
Right.
because it's Austin and 6th Street. They're probably like, no, don't let them niggas in. They're like, if niggas don't got IDs, don't let them in. I don't care if they're a rapper. We don't want to hear your SoundCloud.
And they probably was loud as hell too. Like, yeah, in like the daytime.
No, and they were like, oh my God. They were probably like, we make the right choice. So he was like going off.
Right.
They're like, oh my God. That would have been in here.
Hilarious. All right, let's get to it tonight, man. Last night I took a L. You did? But today I bounced back. Let's go. Let's talk about taking these L's, bouncing back. Let's go, Torian. Let's talk about it, man. Y'all tap in. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. hit the thumbs up button to get for the channel. We appreciate that. Or the thumbs down if you ain't messing with it. Whichever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel a way about yay, but at least y'all feel some. We want y'all to feel some kind of way, yay or nay, right? And also hit the subscribe, but hit that bell icon as well.
Man, they be disliking our show, bro. Because we can't even see dislikes no more. Do people?
Yeah, I mean, technically you can. It's a way to see them. I can see them.
No,
like,
I mean you can see them as a YouTube owner,
right.
as the account owner, but people on the outside can't see.
Right, you can't see them. Yeah. So you know, it comes through sometimes with some dislikes, but I enjoy the dislikes because it's like, hey, like I want people to feel it. I want somebody to feel a certain way. Don't just be like you just pulled up and you just, you know, caught a wave and then kept it pushing. Like, let us know how you felt. Was you messing with it or no? Right? Like, give me, you know what I'm saying? Give me some information. Let me see. You know what I mean? Because if a lot of people is messing with it, we need to do more of that type of content. And if we get a lot of, we wasn't messing with that. Okay, we'll make sure we don't do that type of content no more. So, you know, it helps out the show too. But let's go to a tour. Let's talk about these L's, man. Something, you know, I try to stay away from in my personal life, right?
Nah, me too.
It's a part of life, though. Taking L's is a part of life.
It is, and that's what I've been learning too. You know, like they be some hardships, but as long as you got like the right head on the shoulders and you like really trying to like better yourself, better your life, you don't take them so much as like L's as like a child would think. You know, like it's more so like this is a lesson for me. You know, like what did I learn from this? And because like if I could be honest, like life has been beating my ass, you know, but it's just like at one point I was like, damn, I'm over this shit. Like I want to just give up. Like this shit's just crazy. But it's like, no, like I ain't had to think to myself, like, no, I didn't fight enough. Like I can't even say like I fought back enough to be trying to like give up so quick, you know, like and even like so like now I'm in a much better place, you know, like I'm like, okay, you know, shit is happening, but I'm still here, I'm still prospering, even though like I'm not to where I want to prosper at or like the way, but like I'm still here, shit is still getting paid, and shit, I'm still pushing it, and I still got more time, like I'm still so young, you know, like so you know, you got to go through that. But then I did realize the other day that like it's true, like you got to be more mindful of what you just be speaking out here. Cause I was like, I had this favorite video of Tokyo Tony, and she was like, she's like, man, I got so many bills, so much shit, man. And that was like, that's one of my favorite videos. And I was just saying that shit so much out loud. And just, you know, like, it just so tickled me. And just so much, every time somebody would question me, I'm like, you know, I got so many bills, so much shit. And I'm like, I just really brought that shit into fruition for my life, in my life. And I did not want that, you know? So it's like, you got to be careful really what you be saying and what you be putting out there. Like, cause I'm like, damn, I'm like, I can't believe I'm paying all these bills now. And I'm like, wait, like, I was always saying that shit. Like, I gotta be mindful of that shit, cause now I'm out here taking L's just cause I wanted to fucking laugh and shit.
Them old niggas, you know, them old niggas say same thing, make you laugh, make you cry.
Oh, that's
them old niggas say same thing, make you laugh, make you cry. God damn it.
Well, I guess I could be a motherfucker person and say that's true. Shit. They need me to come on stage. I could volunteer. Tribute. Like shit.
I volunteer tribute is crazy.
But yeah, it's like, so it's that way. Then like in just like relationship and like love life wise, like I done took some L's, you know, I done thought some niggas was gonna be there and that was it. I'm like, I'm out the game.
Right.
I'm about to flag in. And then shit don't go right. And I'm like, damn, back to square one. Like, damn, I didn't want to do this. Like, shit, I gotta take that L.
Right.
You know?
So I don't know. When it comes to loss, I feel like the L is definitely the lesson. Like, or maybe it's like a true loss when you can't find a lesson. and whatever experience happens, regardless if it goes the way you desired it to or not. I feel like there's always something to be gained. So like, cause I'm trying to think, like, have I perceived myself like taking a loss? Cause like, of course, like life got hands for everybody. Truthfully, like life got hands for everybody, but the hands are different. Sometimes it's like hands up, like they trying to box. Sometimes it's hands up like they partying with you. Sometimes it's hands up like high five, you did this shit. Here's a reward. So it's like, so I feel, and then especially too, why you can't always necessarily see it as a loss. Because sometimes when you have that bigger perspective, you know, hindsight is always 2020. And you could be so removed from something where you were like, damn, I can't believe like this happened to me and all this shit was going on. And okay, like I'll give an example. Like I was the first university that I actually went to. I'm a UH graduate, go Cougs. But my first university that I went to, I got in trouble at, and I had damn where okay. I got in trouble over like some bullshit, and I basically got kicked out of school, right? Like on some like bullshit, like somebody like snaked me on some shit, and it was very much like I can't, like, this is some fucked up shit. Like that's something I consider a tower moment in my life, if you know, like tarot. But like, so I feel like it was a big ass tower moment. And also when it comes to the tower card in tarot, it symbolizes like a sudden change or awakening or a big shift. And this can be negative or positive, right? And so when this experience happened to me, I very much seen it as negative. Like I got lost from being at school. But now when I look back on that, I thank God that happened. Because for one, like that school really was not for me. Like it was not for me. It was like at a point it was, because I was going pre-med. I wanted to be a doctor. Like, and it was a very like good prestigious school, right? So I was very much just like doing it straight for the academics. But it was just like not the right school for me really in the grander scheme of things. And I probably wouldn't have had any other way to get out of that school, because my mom was like so proud of me for being in that school. And it's like all these people were like, yeah, you know, like and so it was like a lot of pressure to also be in that situation, even though the school was like hella expensive. Like I probably would be in crazy ass debt right now had I like stayed and actually finished my 4 years there. And so it's just, it was a loss then, but now I could look back and I could really see like, wow, that was a blessing, like that came in, and it allowed me to like, it helped me to really grow on my path. And life is like that. And so that's why perception is really what's most important. Yeah. Because like everything could change when you look at it differently. When you like, because you look different. You see something from this way, you're seeing your room. Then you turn this way and you're seeing more of your room. So it's like, it's different ways to look at things, to get a bigger picture and to have more of an overview.
No, 100%.
No, exactly, because you said I always now I make sure I be mindful of like when I say like I'm going through something, I'm like, no, I'm growing through it. So that helps me like not take it so negatively, you know, like you gotta like look at the brighter side. And I feel like just saying I'm growing through this is much more than me just like, oh, I'm just going through so much. Like, no, I'm growing through so much and I'm like conquering so much and I'm just elevating. That's really what's happening. You know, I'm elevating, but it's just a journey to go through it. And it's not always gonna be all pretty and, you know, glamorized. It's gonna be some shit. But there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. Like, that's what's making me stronger. Like I said, like this past, because I feel like this whole like end of the year or half of the year really was just like teaching me so much. But like at the end of the day, I'm like so grateful for everything, because I feel like it really taught me a lot of discipline, especially discipline financially. Like I'm not out here like recklessly spending money like I used to. You know, like it really taught me how like I don't have to, like every time I go into a store, I don't have to spend any money. Like, or if I go here, I really don't have to, because that was one of my big things. Like I'm like, oh, I'm here. I might as well. Or I'm at the restaurant. I'm like, well, I don't want to look like don't have no money. Like, even though I just want like one little thing, but I'm like, I gotta get this too. You know, like, or I'm going to McDonald's, you know, like I'm like, oh, I gotta get this and this, like, cause I just have it. But like I've been, you know, having been given lessons on how like you just built this discipline, and it's just like, yes, like, and I'm enjoying it. I appreciate it. I'm so grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know what I just like what came to mind as you were saying that is you don't know what's ahead that you needed to build that discipline for. Like who knows, you could come into a whole bunch of bread and it's gonna be like, okay, you needed that lesson to know like, okay, I can be more intentional with my finances instead of just like, you know, being more reckless in your spending. So like, yeah, you really never know what life could be preparing you for in different ways.
Yeah.
So I have a great trust in life. Like I really trust life. I trust the universe. I know God is like a beautiful storyteller. I know my story is like going to be poppy and beautiful and enlightening. So, you know, I allow space for that.
Yeah. I would say so. Like, you know me, I'm a sports dude, so I always take that shit to sports. Obviously, L's are in sports, and I always tell everybody like, out of my entire life playing whatever basketball, football, running track, I don't remember the wins. Like I have, when I say I don't remember them, like it's not like a core memory. Do I have stuff that like I can go and look at it? Yes, but like it's not like something that like I would remember. But I remember vividly the L's that we took. Like if it was a hard loss, a devil, like I remember everything about it, right? Like I remember how I felt. I remember what happened. I remember like what I did. If I messed up, like damn, I knew he was gonna cut back door and I fucking bit on that fucking fake. Damn it, I knew that was, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember, I can go back and visualize all of that. Because to Naomi's point, like I feel like that made me better moving forward because like you have those experiences, but those are the things that I remember are the losses. Like the wins, I've had a lot of success, you know what I'm saying, playing sports in my life. I was fortunate to be playing with a lot of cool dudes, a lot of really, really good players. And so I had a lot of success, but I don't remember the wins because the wins are the wins, right? If you win a lot, you don't necessarily remember all the details. So like if you play 35 games in a season and I don't know, let's just say you win 32 of them, those 32 might run together, but those 3 losses really, really stick out in your brain. You know what I'm saying? You really remember what happened. Like, damn, why the fuck didn't we win? Damn it, man. All I had to do was dot. You know what I'm saying? So like the losses really train you, you know what I'm saying, for like what's to come, how to move, how to move in the future. You know what I'm saying? So like the losses are important to learn from them. I know some people say the whole, hey, it's not a loss, it's a learning experience. I think it's a loss. But you can't still learn. I had an old ass coach that told me a long time ago, dog, we don't do ties, right? At our practices, we never did ties in anything. If we doing a shooting drill, if we doing a running drill, I don't give a fuck that Torian and Lionel came with the same amount of shots. Oh, y'all tied? Oh, it's not over. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. Right? Like we got to have a winner and a loser. That's how I was reared up in this shit. Matter of fact, he went even further. That nigga, my coach is so crazy. He said a tie is like kissing your sister. I said, oh, this nigga's wild.
Oh, what? That's wild. So just put all
this. He said a tie is like kissing your sister. Shit. I was like, oh, whoa. So yeah, we don't kiss our sister, nigga. We got to have a winner or a loser. Go ahead, Lyle. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Torian. Go ahead.
No, Lionel, would you say something?
No, I wasn't.
Well, you need to.
Right. But
shout out to me and Lionel both repping LA today, man. We both repping. Go ahead though.
So that's both crazy.
Both repping.
I'm
LA.
repping UO. Urban Outfitters. But no, but like, you know, it's crazy when you was thinking about that. Like, I'm like, damn, I did like kind of like take an L, but I mean, it was a lesson. But then also, it was like the L really stood for lost my damn mind because I had no business like going through this nigga phone, and that's like because you talked about like shit that like the loss that you just is ingrained, and when I was meditating today, that I don't know why that popped in my head. Just like when I went through this nigga phone, and it was like, I'm like, I learned a lesson from that point because I really got my feelings hurt. Like, and I'm like, I just need to let that shit go. Like, I'm saying right now, I'm letting that shit go. It's I don't think about that no more. Like I learned from it, like because I honestly learned because now I'm not going through nobody's phone no more.
I'm like, I don't think I've learned that lesson.
I'm not going through no more phones no more. Like I learned my fucking lesson. I was like, I definitely learned my lesson. So I'm like, that's the point of where like something is ingrained in my head. Like I just remember seeing the text message, like the whole set is just there, like in the college room, nigga sleep. The phone was open. I'm like, oh, let me see what's been going on. Oh,
yeah, I mean, what you do?
Nothing.
I'm like, and I can't even remember no shit like that. I do remember one time going through my baby daddy phone and seeing some shit, and he definitely woke up to blows. But you know, that's like me and my baby daddy was on that type of shit. Like, we was fighting. Okay, so I knew about that toxic shit. So in my healthy relationship, I think I would definitely probably like just voice any concerns or like things that I may be feeling that would make me want to go through a phone, like anything that's making me have some trust issues. Like I think I would recognize that, okay, I'm having some trust issues come up. And like, so maybe like, you know, what's up? Like, and especially, because especially I probably don't even need to go through a phone. I'm like, I'm so damn psychic at this point. Like, and so that's why it's just such an interesting thing. Even to like have an intimate relationship with a man, right? Like, because only a certain type of man can truly like be in a relationship with me. Because like, nigga, like you can't just be lying to me. Like shit is gonna like, I'm gonna have a dream. I'm gonna have a download. I'm gonna have a channel. Like, so shit will be exposed. Like it's been so crazy, the things that have been exposed to me. And it's always hindsight, because I'll never forget like the first time. I think I talked about this. Like I swear I had a dream like this nigga was fucking like with this white bitch, like a nigga I was fucking with. Damn. And it was so weird to me. I don't even dream about white people. So I was like, damn, like why is it like he was talking to these white girls in my dream, and I was like, okay, like very interesting. And boom, like later that year, like I saw shit come into fruition. I was like, oh wow.
So it was you.
No, like okay. No, but shout out to him.
Hold on,
because I'm like, because that relationship definitely activated a lot of my things.
I got the video of the white girl he was talking to.
Don't matter.
Say it one more time.
White matter. Niggers don't matter.
It don't?
No.
Who matter?
Yeah, y'all skulls are thicker.
Okay.
Your baby's different.
Okay.
Y'all are not us.
Okay. Who matters? White power matter, you say? Look at this bitch.
Like that.
Hey, yo.
Oh. And you tried to fuck me.
No, I didn't. Ew.
There you go. See, there you go. Straight out the trailer.
That's not like Roy. He like chill. Like what? You doing too much.
She was doing a lot. Low key. How the hell? First of all, how the hell you got all this hip hop shit on, and you a straight white supremacist, right? She got like straight out of whatever. Shit. She's a straight white supremacist and got hip hop gear on. Hilarious.
And that was gonna be clicking.
Yeah, no, she's confused. But yeah, I think I don't know. Like for me personally, like a lot of my L's in life in general have been financial L's. Like tried to do something, didn't work. Like damn, I lost X amount of money. Like that's tough. You know what I'm saying? But like it's a lesson learned from it.
And I can feel that too, because I guess I don't have too many experiences of losing money. But I guess that would be like more of a tangible thing where it's like, oh, yeah.
Trust me, them financial L's really hurt because you gotta like you wasn't planning on losing the money. You was thinking this shit was gonna work.
No, you know it's not like you be doing fucking get rich quick schemes.
Nah, not necessarily get rich quick, but like you just think that like, hey, like this is going to
Rolex risky. Oh my god, you selling fake Rolexes.
Right. That's why it's risky, because you never know if it's actually real.
And then he calls himself the truth teller, so you'll believe him.
Nah, man, that's funny as hell.
Crack that case.
But nah, like
like
sometimes
clothes. And that was no
like
strings.
it's financial L's that I've taken with the podcast. That like I was like, okay, let me try to do this, and like, oh shit, hold on. I done lost money on that. That shit didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes
But I
some things
mean,
are,
is it even like really a loss? Because I mean, shit, when it do come to some business, like, as a boss, you got to pay the shit. Like everybody's bosses to them till it's time to pay for the office, to the
right,
invoices, separate the men from the boys. Okay.
right.
So shout out to Jay-Z. Not really though.
But no,
But
like, but to your point though, like when you jump into business, you come up, you got a plan on what you want to do, you try to execute it to the best of your ability, and then like sometimes the marketplace will, dictate. Sometimes your level of work ethic also plays a part into it. How hard was you really going? So, like the financial L's can be difficult. Sometimes, like I know a lot of people who took a bath or a financial L during the housing crisis, right? Everything was popping. Housing crisis came up 07, 08-ish. Motherfuckers lost a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes things just happen. It's economic wise, you know what I'm saying? People ain't got the money, you know what I'm saying? Like you're pushing a product that is a product that people would buy if they have disposable income. And not a lot of people might not have that because of whatever financial reason. So, it happens. And like, damn, like it can be one day shit's popping. I know several family members and friends that have opened restaurants and like they're popping the first year, the first 2 years. Then all of a sudden it falls off. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what happened? You know what I mean? So everything got some risk in it, but like those financial L's, those hurt. You know what I'm saying? I remember talking to my man Chris Blake. Chris Blake was big in the real estate. Shout out to Chris Blake, OG of the No String Show. He was a big real estate dude in the early to mid 2000s. A lot of real estate. And then ended up, you know what I'm saying? Shit ended up going the way it went. You know what I mean? And it's like, you start looking back like, damn, bro, like shit was popping. I had a lot of money in that. You know what I mean? So, but you live and you learn. But the financial L's is difficult just because it's like, it really hits the pocketbook. It's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, like an emotional L hurts. I'm not saying it doesn't. And I'm not saying it don't leave a scar. It does. Right. But a financial L, like,
That's just
yeah, but
that's
I'm
just
feeling
that's
like I
bias.
would
It's
never.
okay. An L is an L. That's just bias from your perspective.
I'm
And
by, yeah, because like the money shit,
but
I
it's
gotta get to
okay.
a
That's
bag.
okay. I want to recognize that so we don't dismiss or minimize anyone
No,
who
I'm
feels
not
like,
dismissing it. But for
well, I mean,
me,
it might happen like unintentionally, but that's why I'm here to like have your back and say like, no, that's just like his perspective. But the perspective is like,
facts.
Torian, it's just loss hurts. That's what you'd end up saying. But
Nah, because I'm cool with the emotional losses.
well, yeah, to you, but like in the
fuck
to
that.
humanity, right? Because then with the topic
I'm
is
cool with
loss.
that.
It's not like financial loss. But I
Like you
hear
don't
you. I
love me
hear
no
you.
more.
I
You know.
receive that. No, I receive that. But
No,
some
Like what's
and
love got to do
different
with it?
things hurt different people. So,
Right. Oh wow, you're gonna hurt my
but
heart.
let me just say this. So this is my perspective, and
Don't
here's what
be
I've
on his side,
learned.
Twin. He was yelling at you 2 weeks ago. Don't be on that nigga's side. I'm playing.
You messy.
I'm
No,
playing. Go ahead, Twin. Go ahead, Lionel. I'm playing. Go
no.
ahead.
So it's
I'm your
interesting
real
that
friend, nigga.
I didn't know this was gonna be the topic tonight. This, like I had no idea for the people out there. But it's crazy because I've like had to deal with loss, like in life, right? But then as of lately, I've had to really be challenged to look at life at loss, and I'm honored and I'm thankful because first of all, shout out to God, shout out to God first and foremost because he's like always on this never ending like journey to like say, hey, here's where you can look at yourself. Hey, here's where you can look at it. Hey, look, I want the best for you. Look at yourself here. Hey, look, here's where it's not showing up how you needed to show up. So another one of those moments happens in the most recent season of my life, which was loss, ironically. And it really just like it shows up one way, but then it unfolds, it blossoms, turns out like it's like I'm looking at loss like this, but then you learn a lesson that's like wow. So what it was for me was like pickleball and playing in this league. For those of you who don't know, I like picked up pickleball randomly. Turns out I was just naturally cold at it. I play tennis too, so just like naturally it worked out. And then so I just like was getting drafted for these leagues and playing in these tournaments and like winning gold and like, but like I've won for a lifetime. Like I've gotten used to what it feels like to win, and I know that I'm a bad loser. Like I know that about myself. Like I know that I don't know how to lose because I don't lose enough to like know how to lose. Until like now and playing pickleball, and this is like all new, and some of these holes are really cold. So like I really have been losing lately, especially the level I'm on, and so it's just called a different version of me, and like I could feel the old me rising, and like I could feel like myself being challenged in different ways, and like fuck, like I'm losing. Like how do you handle it though? How do you respond? And so
Mhm.
what changed and changed everything was my perspective. And so at the end of the day, I realized that it's just an honor to be able to compete and like make sure you show up the best that you can and like compete at the best level at all times. And like sometimes you might lose, you know, like because there's people out here that's doing the same thing. They fighting for that shit too. And like sometimes you might lose, and like, but that's a part of the game. And so you take the wins with the losses. That's how you. That's all a part of playing the game. Otherwise, you sit on the fucking bench or you sit in the crowd. You don't take the risk of winning or losing. You sit on the sideline and you watch and you shut the fuck up. Like otherwise, when you get in that field, you know that's the risk you take, and you have a ball, and like you put your best foot forward and you go hard. And so that's what I learned, right? In the midst of losing. Like I'm still out here, like I'm competing. Let me make sure I went my hardest tonight. That's all that matters. Let me make sure I had fun. That's what matters. So then the focus comes off of not trying to lose, because that's what it was becoming for me. And so I learned so much in that. And then that brings it to life. And like I don't really feel like I take losses in life, period, at all. Like at all. Like there's no losses to me in life because it goes back to that message from sports, which is like I'm getting the opportunity to compete in life. Like the fact that I'm able to breathe and live, like that's hard. You know, like that's pretty hard as fuck. Especially when you consider the odds and the chances of like coming from your dad's nut sacks, like as sperm to like the
Whoa.
egg. Like the chances are so slim. So it's like it's hard as fuck. The thing to be able to like the gift of life is hard. Like that's hard. And like it's not like everybody is even alive right now. Like a lot like bitches have died. Like respectfully and rest in peace. But like for real. So like we're still in the game. And so that's the perspective. So like while you're in the game, remember, like go hard, put your best foot forward. Even if your best foot sometimes is resting or slowing down, but like nonetheless, remember that you're still in the game. So for me, there's no real losses in life. Like I might lose on the court sometimes, like the score says I lost. Like I went hard tonight, and like for me, I was hitting the shots that I needed to hit. So like it was wins for me tonight. Like I hit the fucking shots that I needed to hit that I've been working on, you know? So
Mhm.
that's the same with life. You transfer that into life and you say, you know what? This is what I'm working on and I'm hitting that mark. So like everything else, I can kiss my ass, you know. There's no loss. Like I'm
Yeah, I
still
can't.
breathing.
And I feel like you definitely voiced it well, because I don't necessarily like the whole time I was really just trying to like find some like perceived loss in my life. Like I was really trying to like
Hmm.
where have I feel like I have like taken a loss or that I have
Hmm.
lost something. And I really can't say that I have. So I don't know if I really resonate with it, because it's just like I promise it really just be a perspective. Because like you said, when you said that like you'll receive a perceived loss, and then once it blossoms, you're like, oh wow, like but look what I gained. Like, oh wow, I was still,
Absolutely.
and like boom, I still picked this flower. Like wow, I still
And
found a little something
from there, it's up to you to
there.
recognize that and then say like, oh shit, this
And you
turns
have to
out
be
it
able
was
to
never a loss. Turns out.
know, and you definitely have to be in a place where you can recognize that, and you know, switch your point of view or see. But yeah, but then again, like, so I'm trying to think about like when it comes to even emotional loss, or like the loss of an actual
Person.
person. Yeah, like so as I'm thinking about like the loss of
Hold on,
a
before you get too
person.
deep, I got some footage of the people that Lionel was playing against in pickleball. Before you get too deep,
Please.
this is what's going on out there.
Please, I'm still learning how to lose. Like just listen to me.
Come on! Let's go! Fuck yeah!
Wait, what just happened?
You
What did
saw
he
what
hit
happened,
Did he
him?
nigga.
just pass out or something?
There you go.
No, he
Oh,
hit
he got kicked
him.
in the face.
Oh my god.
There you go.
That's the type of loser Lionel is. No, I'm just kidding.
Like Lionel, I thought they deleted all this footage of you.
Like, what happened? Who? What? Huh?
Kicked the
No, I
man
just,
right in the
I'll
face
just
after the
storm out.
pickleball
That's it.
loss.
No, I
Kicked him
would
in
just
his
storm
face.
out. I would never do that.
Kicked him in
That's
his
fucked up.
goddamn
But
face.
no,
No,
and
but
some
that kid
people in
feels so
pickleball and
intense.
tennis are like they have really snobby athletes, obviously. So like
Mhm.
people can have really nasty attitudes. So it's like you could be easily like you could easily go there with somebody, but it's like not worth it.
No, and especially if you have been like an athlete this whole time, it's like, okay, bitch, y'all just picked up sports, so like maybe
Yeah.
you never known how to really like
No, you
how to
got to know how to
conduct yourself,
win
how
and you
to
got to know how to
conduct
lose.
yourself, like as an athlete.
Yeah, you have to know how to win and to lose. Like
No,
it's
I'm
unfortunate to
like, and
learn.
you supposed to learn that so fucking early because I played sports my whole life. So it's just like you definitely win some and you lose some. And that's
Mhm.
just like the game. Like when you signed up to come to Earth, it's like, okay, you know you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some, right? You're like, yes, I do. Like,
No, I was like, yeah, right.
no, you're like sided dotted line. Like, I got this. Shit.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, right. I'm
No,
gonna
I
win.
be
I got
like,
this.
no, I swear I be eating that shit up. But you know, I always speak to my like scorpionic nature of being able to like transmute and like there's something that like
Word, please.
in that space of where you can be. No, like in that space of where you can be,
He
in
kicked
that
the shit
space
out of
of
that nigga.
that's so crazy. But yeah, no, in a space where like you can be so like broken down or feel like so low at the end of the day, there's nothing else like you could do but to like come back up out of that shit. And so I
Yeah.
very much identify with the Phoenix energy because like bitch, you think I just burned up, you think I just like died, but bitch,
That was
no,
a good shot though.
rebirth.
And I wanted to address what Twin said earlier because he's like, damn, it's like I got to start all over. You know what I
Oh, but I
realized?
didn't
Like
see he
I
had knocked the thing
realized
out his hand.
I realized like freshman year of college, like damn, I might sometimes you have to go back to square one or square zero. But then I did that and I like rebuilt from there and it was fine. Like, but it's so sometimes it's okay. Like sometimes that's what I wanted to say. Also, like a good perspective, like if you can, it's like not taking a loss as like damn, this is a bad thing, but like it just like is a shift. And how you were saying like I'm not working on this or whatever, like I'm growing through this. I'm not going through it. I'm growing through it. Like I always tell myself like, hey, this just needs some more love. Like this just needs a little bit more love. Put some more love on it. Cause yeah, what you tell yourself is important. And then so make sure like you recognize like, okay, if I'm going back to square zero, something shifted in my favor. Cause you could be climbing up a ladder to square 10, but it's like whole time the roof is square 10 when you need to get to 100. And like the highest peak you could have hit on that ladder is 10. And so like things needed to shift for you to come back to zero. So you could actually be on the right path, bitch. Hello. So you always gotta know that like this shit is ancient. Like this
You
shit is
gotta
it's so
know.
much older than like all of
You
us.
gotta
We're
know.
like such baby specks in the blip of time that are be like hello, the blippiest of babies. Like we're such blips in the time of all things. Like you need to trust God enough to know that this is all ancient as hell and like you good. Like, I feel like I've said all the time and like just as much as like the flowers don't have to worry about being beautiful. Like we don't have to worry about being okay. Like we actually are God's favorite, thankfully. Like and flowers and trees are good too, but like we are like the human, like the man. Like we're do the best. And so you're good. Don't let like the mind lead you into suffering or lead you into like a fearful space or a space of anxiety and angst. Like that's not life. Like, stay good. Go look at the sun. Go look at some bird shit on a random car. Like and remember how funny and like just passive all this shit really is and just thankful for the breath of it all and breeze through it. And it's easier said than done, but I've got your back. That's what I'm here for. I'm a real friend. And so like whatever you go through, you can always call me and like I'm here and we talk and like I've experienced life too. And you know, we both lost a parent. And I always say like that if you could lose a parent, like you there, what else could you lose that's gonna clock you, you know? Like so
No,
you can
facts.
so like you can stand the test of time. It's already been proven. Like here you are and you're fine. And so you just keep going, you keep loving, love yourself, believe in yourself, keep dreaming. Know that at one point you've dreamt yourself up into where you are right now, but you got to keep dreaming, keep believing in life and love, and know that people support you. I feel supported. I hope y'all feel supported. People watching this, like, you could be the most strangerest of strangers. Like, I'm not hard to find. Find me. And, like, I will support you down. Like, I love the people and I'm here for the people. I'm genuinely here for y'all. So there's my little spill on like not lost being lost. Like we're gonna clock lost. Turns out, like clock, delete,
Well,
cancel,
I
so
could
lost
hold
never
on.
again.
We
miss a
now hold
loss.
on, hold
I
on,
could
wait,
never miss a
hold on,
loss.
hold on,
Please tell
hold
me
on.
what
Let
it's
me say
called.
this. I don't disagree with Naomi and Lionel. I just think it's a semantic argument for me at least between the glass being half full and half empty, right? Um, because I don't got a problem with losses, right? Like I don't got a problem with losses. I think it builds character for me. Like I don't need to call it like this is just me personally. I don't need to call it something else. I lost, right? I didn't win, I lost. That's okay, right? Like what happened now? Let's go back and
Mhm.
figure out what happened, right?
Yeah.
Like
But
that's
like
what I
what? So I guess where it loses me is that like when we're talking about, we're not talking about playing a game. When we're talking about like life
life.
experiences,
Yeah.
what like constitutes as like a win or a loss? Like how do you differentiate which is which? Like I don't.
Yeah, if I'm going for a new job or a promotion and I don't get it, that's a loss for me, right? If I'm trying to get
Mm.
promoted and I don't get it, I lost. Somebody else got the job,
No, I'll be
right?
like, they lost me because I'm gonna go.
See?
In my perspective,
And
is
I
like
respect
in
that.
my perspective is like it's meant like there's something there that I would have been like unhappy or unsettled with. So it ends up not
And I
being a loss for me.
and
It's like, oh, thank you. It's like
and I
Okay.
receive that. But see, I don't
protection.
look at it.
Somebody on this show told me like rejection is protection. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it gagged me. So like I'm like,
That
yeah,
definitely
that's
wasn't me.
that.
Rejection
I'm
is
Yeah,
like,
rejection
definitely
to
It
me.
was
wasn't
me.
me.
No, because
It
rejection
wasn't
is
me.
definitely
Rejection is just rejection. God damn
it's
it.
like, no, rejection is bad.
Yeah, rejection is rejection. No, because I'm saying like listen, if I apply for a job and I don't get it, I go back.
Yeah.
Let me rethink the interview. How did my resume look? What did I say in the
Yeah.
interview? What was I wearing? Like I'm
see,
breaking
and I
down
would
my
never care that much.
well, see,
And
that's why I'm saying
so,
I'm
but
different because I'm
and
breaking
I
down my game film. I'm breaking down my game film now.
so
I'm
I
going
guess
through
it
it and
just
I'm
shows
saying,
how critical you can be of yourself. Because I don't think everything just fits nicely into win or loss. But I'm definitely not that person that sees like black and white. Like I'm definitely seeing
Yeah.
gray. I'm
well,
Well,
seeing
you
I'm
colors too.
with life
I'm
you
literally
can't
colorblind.
because with that job, Rory, you could have done because in my perspective, you can't get that job. It's not for you. I'm like, you could have done everything right, spoke better than you've ever spoke, showed up sharper than before, bitch, no pores, face glass. Like you could have done it all. And like not still not get the job because it was not for you. And you be thinking, were they racist? Like you can't even take yourself down that path. You gotta work it just like if it's not for you, it's not. And then like the things that are for you, you can't even help but to have. There's some shit that you'd rather not have, but bitch, that's yours, bitch. It's yours, and there's nothing in it. Like some
And
things you
look,
don't even want for yourself, but like it's yours, and you
while
have to own it.
while I can say I received that, I also understand that for me, my motivation is how do I get better now? Right? Like
Yeah,
if that's the only way I can like the way I was trained, the way I was brought up is how do I get better now from this?
But see,
Okay,
I
I
feel
didn't
like
get it. How do I get better?
if you're thinking how to get better now, it's given that you thinking that you're lacking something because you weren't
No,
chosen
it's just
or because
I
you
didn't
didn't
win.
win
I didn't
something.
get it. How do I do
I
better?
know, but does that reflect on you now like poorly as
yeah.
saying
Sometimes
that
it's
like
not you.
No, I'm
you're
not. See,
not
I think I
you're
think
not
I think when
enough?
I
Because
think when
I'm
I'm
like,
saying
well,
that,
I'm great. No, like, so I'm great. They didn't choose me. Like, then
see, that's the
hey, it
difference.
definitely
See,
wasn't for me.
I think y'all are saying y'all are taking what I'm saying as a negative. See, I don't look at it as a negative. That to me, that's not a negative. To me, it's just okay. What I need to get back in the lab. What I need to do now, right? Like when we put out a no
Yeah,
strings video, if I go look at the numbers and they don't do like I got an idea of every topic. I say, okay, this should do X amount of views. If it don't do
Mhm.
it, what do we need to do next week? Right? Like, okay, that didn't do what I
Yeah.
needed to do. What do we need to do next week? Right? So like, I don't look at it necessarily, me personally, as a negative. I'm just saying, what do I need to do now? How do I
Yeah.
get better? How do I get 1% better from yesterday? What do I do different? Right? Do I need to does the show need to be later? Does it need to be earlier? Does it need to be this topic? Do we need to have this graphic? Do we need to do more birds of the week, less birds of the week? Do
Yeah.
we need to have more conflict, less conflict? Like, I think about it from that perspective. I don't look at those. I don't look at those things, me personally, as negatives. For me, it's just all motivation.
Yeah, and that all goes in with the loss, which is why it's not really a loss. Like, because you're
From
still
your
learning, and you're
perspective,
still
that's
refining.
why I said I
Yeah, and
agree.
it
I think
does
that we
just come down to a
But
perspective.
mine is
glass
over
That's
half
what I had
full,
everything.
said from
glass
the
half
beginning.
empty.
Like,
Yes,
there's
mine is over
different
everything.
ways
That's
that
where
you
it
can
starts.
view. There's different ways that you could view any situation.
Yeah.
And so,
It's the
like,
Right,
lens that you put on. Like, what shades you got on today?
right. So think about it. So
you
think
left
about it.
your
Right.
shades here, by the way.
I know. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I leave shades
Hilarious.
everywhere. It's like one of my little staple pieces, like a little shade
My
here, a little
God,
shade.
Hilarious.
he'll be back.
It's fitting.
But I'm just saying, though, when you talk about glass half full and glass half empty, people think that's a deep question. It's actually not a deep question, right? Because of a glass, like, I can answer the question for you, right? Is it half full,
Hmm.
half empty? I can actually answer that for you. If you're pouring something into the glass, right, it's half full because I'm pouring into it. I'm literally pouring into it, and I stopped halfway. That means it's halfway full. If I'm taking out, that's half net. And I got to that halfway point. Now it's half empty because
Hmm.
I'm emptying the glass. So it's not that actually deep of a question when you actually think about it and break it down, right? Like, it's very simplistic, but like, people make it seem like it's some fucking chicken cross the road
Well,
type
it's
goddamn.
perspective. Some
No, it's
people
not.
feel like,
It's very simplistic to me. If I'm
No, and
pouring,
that's the point. It's supposed to be simple for you to recognize, like, that both are true. And that's something that you also recognize, like, with life. Like, yeah, it can be this way or it can be that. But you, the perceiver, have the most control over what it can be. And so
right,
I think it just comes to, like, awareness, like Torian said. Like, he realized that he was cursing himself in a way,
yeah,
and he had to deal with the effects of that. And I came up with a loss because I actually, like, the shit I was dealing with this year, like, even just like romantically too, where like there was a time where I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, this is definitely not what I wanted. Like, okay, this is not like what I was shooting for or going for. And then, but like, now that I have time, like, so it's been some time since then. So like I said, like, it all really, you just gotta allow life to work. You really just have to allow life to work.
right.
Because
That's
now,
a
like,
fact.
standing where I am now, so maybe like sometimes when you're in something, you may only be able to have that perspective of glass half empty. But then, like, you get a little further removed and you can start seeing things a little differently. Like, okay, I see the half
when
full.
you've had that glass empty, when you've had the full glass empty, the bitch, a drop is like, I've got something. 2 drops now, 3 drops. When you gotta have glass, bitch, that's a lot. But it depends on where you're coming from. When you've had the whole glass your whole life, then yeah, you like, bitch, my glass is empty. Like, my glass should be full to the brim. Like, I should be spilling over the top. But like, no, bitch, when you come from like, this glass has been empty before. Like, I know what it was like to like have this half full before, and like it dry out, and like I didn't know when the next shit was coming. So like, the fact that this shit got even half right now, bitch, that means something. And so that's perspective. Some people can never relate to that. Some people could never understand a perspective like that, because for their life, it's not just this glass is full. They got glasses on the table galore that are like filled to the brim. And so like, for their perspective, it's like, yeah, this shit's half empty. Why didn't you fill this up, Butler? Like, hello. Like, why is that cup empty? All of them should be to the brim. And so, but it is perspective, you know? And like, you can't judge a person like that either, because you can only know what you know. And like, you know, so that's what, back to Naomi, like, you have to acknowledge both of the person. You have to acknowledge the circle of life, the full spectrum. Because some people do live on this side, some people do live on that side. Some people know both, right? But it's real. And so, but then that's where I feel like I come in to just like, hey, like, remember, like, if you're seeing this as half empty, remember to give yourself grace. Like you've got some. And like if you're seeing this as like half like, like full, like remember that like there's more to go. Like you can get to the top. You can fill that bitch up. So it's like just keep your mind open. Stay hungry. Keep a good appetite. I'll say that. Stay hungry. Like whether you're winning or losing, you gotta stay hungry and stay on the swivel. That's the bottom line. Winning or
See,
losing.
I think the difference between what I'm saying and what y'all are saying is that like I'm acknowledging that I'm losing, to your point, right? You just made.
Yeah.
I'm acknowledging that I'm losing, and I'm
Mhm.
okay with the fact that I'm losing and that I need to make a comeback, right?
Yeah.
I'm told, like, for me, that's like I enjoy being like having to make. I don't actually like being in the lead. Like if it's 5 minutes left in the game, I'd rather be behind 2 or 3 points than up 6 or 7 points, because I know I got work to do, right? Like that makes me go harder. Pause. So I want to I'm not mad at that position, right? Like I'm
Yeah,
okay with
it's like a torture kink. You got a little torture kink.
Nah,
A little
I'm just
pressure
okay
kink.
No,
with it.
and see, and I feel like
I'm just
I
fine
do,
being in
and
that
I feel like,
space.
and I feel like I do
I
have a
feel you.
touch
I
of
do feel you. And I get
masochism,
you.
and that's why I can never miss a loss for real. Like it can never truly be a loss.
Like I'm cool in that space. Like the more pressure, the more shit you put on me, like I feel like personally the better performance you're gonna get from me. Like, right? Like
Yeah.
the better I react. Like I've never been someone who, like, when like shit got real, that like I took a step back or I didn't
Mhm.
step up. It's just not
Mhm.
in my nature, right? Like,
Mhm.
unfortunately, right, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna
100.
tell y'all this. When me and my wife were talking about having kids, I say Naomi, and people think, oh, Naomi on the show. No, my wife's named
I know.
Naomi too.
I was like.
I know, right?
Okay, got
My
you.
wife is named Naomi, goddamn it. So when me and my wife was talking about having kids, right?
Mhm.
Like, and I revealed this to her later. I, like, deep down inside, I didn't know if I wanted a son. And the only reason was because I knew me personally how I would be on him. And I didn't want the way that I would be, I didn't want that from my son. So thank goodness I don't have any sons, because
No,
I know
God was like, no, he's not gonna
I
get this
knew
one.
how I would
Like, he
be.
is not gonna pass this one. He don't give you more.
I
He
knew
don't
how I
give
was
you
gonna
more than you
be.
can handle for sure.
Yeah, I knew how I was gonna be, right? I
How was you
knew
gonna
it.
be?
No, and that's hard, and that's sad.
I was gonna be. It was gonna be like, listen, the way I raised my girls, it was gonna be a whole lot different, right? And I know that because in my brain, the way I was trained, I have a certain way. I'm not saying it's right. I'm even, people can tell me it's wrong. That's fine. But I have a way that you bring up men that I was taught. And I didn't know if I wanted that for a son, right? Because I didn't know, especially when I was 10 years younger, if I was like, yo, I'm not mature enough to not do it in this way. I think now I'm older, I think I could do things a different way now, right? But I'm just saying, like, I knew then, I knew how it was gonna be, right? I was gonna be the nigga. Hey, stop all that crying, goddamn! I don't want to hear that crying. Fuck all that. Go, no, you ain't going with your mama. Come over here, right? Like I knew I was gonna be unfair, right? Like going into it, I knew that because that was the way that I was told that you raise young men, right? I'm not saying it's right. I'm actually acknowledging that it's probably toxic and wrong, but that was the way that I was taught. And at a certain age, 23, 25, 30. That was the way that I would have approached it. And then also, I didn't want, I call it a curse, right? Y'all can call it something different. That's totally
I'm like,
fine.
that's heavy, but okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, I call it a curse. I think my competitiveness is a curse.
Okay, well, I'm glad you recognize that.
Yeah, I think it's a curse that I have. And the fact that I see that my nephew has that, because like he's the same way, I'm like, damn, he got that curse. Like, I know how his life is going. He's only 9 years old, and he's the best on his team in everything. Whatever they do, if it's track, football, basketball, baseball, he's the best person on his team. So I know it, and I see how he takes losses, how difficult he takes them. So I know.
Can I give one piece of advice to that? Because I relate to that so much, and that's what I've learned. Like I've been moves. Like you couldn't imagine what I had to go through the past like 2 months in the name of like learning this, you know. But to anyone that's like a super competitor at heart, and that's ultimately warrior spirit, you know. That's a warrior spirit that just like wants to win, annihilate everything in front of it. And so like I
Right.
relate to that, but that's not like, you know, whole, and that's not conducive to like the human experience and to like why any talent or skill was blessed into you or upon you. You aren't blessed to be this prideful, boastful like person. You aren't blessed in that way for that. Trust me. And so like and if nothing else, if you can't just like not do that, then focus on enjoying the thing that the talent that you've been blessed with and the skill. So that's what you teach. It's like, hey, you could get injured. Hey, trust me. I know somebody that was injured, that was cold in a sport and got injured, paralyzed, and like it changed everything. Not just sports, but the whole life changed. And so like be honored to have this skill and this talents, because some people gonna try out and not make the team. Some people gonna watch from afar from the stands and want to play like you. So just be blessed to be able to play and have that and like have fun with it.
You
Enjoy
know what's
that part of
crazy
the
though?
game.
I
Stay in
still
that
remember.
space.
I still remember the very first time I ever lost a basketball game in junior high. My very first
Mhm,
loss ever in basketball.
mhm,
And like I was crying. I was upset. We literally lost by 1 point on a buzzer beater. And I remember just being like tore the fuck up.
mhm.
And we drove, like we caught the bus back to our school. And now all the parents are there and they're clapping for us, like, hey, y'all play a great game. Da 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 da. And I remember my mom putting $100 bill in my hand. You know what I did with that $100 bill? I
Mhm,
threw it the fuck down on the ground and walked off
mhm.
because like fuck that $100. You telling me you did good? Here you go. Fuck that. I didn't win, right? Like I came here to win the game. Hello, I didn't win. Like
And
I
see,
like
that's where the parents should have snatched you. Because now I learned. Because my parents would have snatched me. I was throwing
nah, I
off.
didn't
I was
win.
breaking my tennis rack. I was breaking my $200 tennis rackets. And they was like, okay, I'm not buying no more fucking rackets if you break another one. But listen, that's where you get snatched and you get the lesson of, hey, no, you did not come here to win. You came here to play your ass off. You came here to work, make sure that the fundamentals were crossed, that you established the fundamentals that we worked on. You came here to also take it a step further from the fundamentals and add a little finesse because we're at this level now. And did you show up and do what you were supposed to do? That's what it comes down to. And like a lot of times when you show up and do what you're supposed to do, you win a lot of times. But the focus is not to win or to lose. The focus is to show up and be better than you were last week. So whatever you work on, that T better be crossed this week. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking at the scoreboard as a parent. You know, I'm looking to see, are you mentally in the space to implement the lessons that we've been working on in practice? That's what matters.
I subscribe to Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby
Do you,
said, if, huh?
do your daughters play sports?
No, and you know what's crazy? I encourage them not to play sports.
Why?
My oldest, Gabby played basketball in seventh grade, in eighth grade, I'm sorry, but it was COVID, so it was very weird doing they
Mhm.
playing with masks, and shit was very weird. But they don't play sports. Yeah, that shit was weird. It was out there like they literally wasn't cutting nobody from the team. It was like, fuck it, everybody make the team now. It's COVID. So that shit was really weird. But like I never encourage my daughters to play sports because I know how I'm gonna be. I know exactly how I'm gonna be if my youngest daughter, she's in second grade right now, she got a long way to go in school, obviously. If she gets to seventh grade and wants to play basketball, I'm gonna ask her one time, are you sure? She only gets one time. I'm gonna ask her, are you sure? If you're not sure, tell me now. Because
And
that's
do
the way
you think this is a good or a bad thing? That
I think
so
it's a
you
great thing.
recognize it.
I think it's a great thing.
I
What
feel
If
do
like
you
she's
it's,
up
it
for
think?
the
ends up
challenge,
being like it's like
if you
with
up for it.
women.
Have
Like
you
if you
No,
don't
but I'm
date,
saying you like
think
having
about
that.
okay? Have y'all watched Men in Black? Y'all, everybody here has watched Men in Black before,
no,
right? The first one. You never watched Men in
no,
Black?
Yes.
no.
Lionel, what the fuck is going on
I
with
was
you,
gonna
bro?
Yes,
lie
because
and
I'm
say no. I
actually
thought
from
everybody was gonna say
planet
yeah.
Earth, unlike Lionel.
I got it covered. Don't worry.
No, I'm actually from planet Earth, unlike Lionel, so I've seen it. I'm like, he
Okay, but
must be
like,
one of those ones they warned us about.
hilarious.
Right. I'm like,
Show
no,
us
those
your
cockroaches,
other
no, those giant
identification,
cockroaches
sir.
turned me out off of that movie.
No, that's how do you know
was
about
good.
that? Wait a minute, you are one of
Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you last. Shout out to
No, it's
LT. If
not
you
about
ain't first,
first
you
year.
last.
That's
That's
not true
Ricky
if you're not
Bobby.
first year last, because like you could actually be second place.
No,
But
that's
like
last. He
seriously,
didn't win.
but that's the thing. If we're talking sports, that's one thing. But then like if we're talking life, that's another thing. But that concept is wrong even in sports too, because it's like when you chase the girl, like you might get the girl, but like you ain't gonna be able to keep the bitch. That's like there's lyrics that's like it's not about getting some shit, like it's about keeping some shit. Like getting
Right.
some shit,
That's why
keeping.
when you
And so
win, you never
no,
want to let go
so
of that
that's the
shit.
thing. So it's because you could get a win. Like you might have been playing, they was off today. They the better team. They was off today. You won. You happy, bitch. But you look stupid because y'all only lost because of their downfall. And some people get a W on me and they be cheering because we beat Lionel. I'm like, bitch, I was off today. Like I probably shouldn't have like drank
Hey,
last
I
night.
don't care.
Please.
That's your
So
problem.
yeah, that is. But the thing is, that's why it's not about the W. The thing is being
Yes, for
efficient
me.
and thorough. Thorough. So that's why I was saying like comparing it to dating, because it's like when you're a whole person, when you've like done enough work to be able to attract from a certain level, it hits different when like you can just attract from like what you look like. And so,
But let me say,
you know,
so let me say this though. This was my man
please
in black point.
let me
This was my
unzip
man
on
in
y'all
black.
real quick.
You remember when the main character was talking? Remember when the main character was talking to Will Smith, and Will Smith was asking him like about he was telling him about becoming a man in black, and Will Smith was like,
No.
"Is it worth it?" Right? They was having that conversation on the bench, and Will Smith was like, "Is it worth it?" Right?
Oh yeah,
That
it's
would
worth
be,
it.
Over my head.
that would be it. But he said if you he gave him qualifications
strong
about if
enough.
it's worth it. Yeah, if you're strong enough. That's the conversation I would have with my daughter if she wants to play sports. If she comes to me and say, "Hey," I would ask her one time,
So
"Are you
she
sure you
couldn't
want to play?"
just like wanna like play sports for fun.
No, because
Yeah, right.
like, I don't know how to play just for fun. You know
No,
what's
and
crazy?
so
But it's
that's
not
what I was
you. Your
trying to
time is
get to.
up. Your
Like,
time
because
is
that's what
done.
you were coming.
Your
And so
time is
I'm like,
done.
do you think that is okay? Or do you think that's
Yes,
something that needs to be worked on?
you
So no,
play.
you think that your child can't play a sport for fun, even if she wanted to, because she wouldn't take it as seriously as you would? Like,
That's because you want to live through her. You want her to
no,
be
and I'm
great.
about
No,
to
I
say,
don't.
do you
I don't want to. You know
recognize?
what's crazy?
Yes, you
You know what's
do.
crazy? Because
Please, we can
my
see it.
my
We see
dad
right
told
through
me
you.
the
We can
same.
see
My
it.
dad had the same conversation with me. He said, "Hey, do you?" I want to play basketball. He's like, "Are you sure you want to play?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to play." He was like, "If you want to play, we got to start practicing so that you can be good at this, right? If you want to play, don't you want to be good at it? Yeah, I want to be good at it. Okay, we got to practice. So are you going to do what's needed to be good?" I was like, "Yeah." I didn't know what that meant until we started practicing Now he got me in the backyard with my right hand tied behind my back, dribbling with my left hand for 30 minutes to an hour every day. And I'm crying. I'm literally crying, right?
And so
And
would
my
you do
mom
this
and
to
my
your
dad are over
children?
there arguing because my mama like, let that baby arm out. And my daddy like, nah, he said he want to play. This is what it takes to play, right? And at the time I was crying, but then when I'm in college on a scholarship, I understood that like, yeah, I needed to learn how to dribble my left hand because I didn't know how to do it. And I needed that.
No. Well, that's
See,
crazy. I
I
know.
needed that. I
I
needed
mean,
to
I
No,
feel,
learn
so
I
that.
feel
but
what you're saying.
do
I
you
feel
think
what you're
that you would
saying.
learn from that experience or just perpetrate that experience
He's
again
gonna
No, I
perpetrate.
on
learned
your
from it.
child? And so
No, I
like
learned from it. In my
so
opinion, I
yeah,
learned
you
from it
will
because
learn that, and you will learn that, okay, hopefully you will recognize that this is still like a person, an autonomous being. Like a child still deserves like a respect for like if they want to do something. I feel like our main job as like parents is to be able to support our children's dreams. Like if they come
agreed.
to us and be like, this is something I want to do, like this is something I'm interested in, like you need to be able to be like, okay, like how can I assist you in like and being able to carve out
I
this
only
thing
know
that
one
you're
way to assist
interested
you though.
in.
I only know
Huh?
one way to assist you. We got to go hard now. That's the only way I know how to assist
No,
you.
but why does it have to be so hard? And so I think there's a level of where you're going to be practicing, right? And then it also, I don't know if that if that boundary should even be getting like breached of like parent being coach, because I think like the parent
that's
coaches
tough.
can get very hard, and it's just because like parents, they can also feel very entitled to their children, or they can just like feel a certain like way to their kids, so where it's like you're reflected on me, so like
a
if
level
you're
of
not good enough,
expectation.
I'm not good enough, and like so
Yeah.
it just comes. I just see a lot of
You're so
like
right, Naomi.
distortion there. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of distortion there, because like, and like I said, I've been an athlete my whole life. Like I've
Yeah.
always played sport. I played all different. My first thing was martial arts. So I started in martial arts. I played basketball. I played soccer. I ran track. And then once I was like in middle school, I ran track, played basketball, played volleyball on a club level, on a varsity level, right? And so like, but my mom also was not like the athlete. My mom was never like in that type of life. So in some ways she was like very green. And so I wasn't really prepared. So like in the way that they're athletes, so it's just like, you just don't want to overburden your children. So like even now my son's in martial arts and he's in the, what's it called? He's intermediate now, right? So like the training is a little bit more like strenuous and harder, and the techniques, like, you know, levels increase as you go up. And so it is very important to be able to like honor your children as they are practicing. And then it's just like you can also get them a coach, like, so it's like maybe your energy, and you will be able to work through that, because I feel like there's something that could really like be worked through there for you, Roy.
And look, I'll say this: like I got one of my best friends in life. His daughters won a state title a couple of years ago for Waco La Vega, right? And man, I used to sometimes feel sorry for them with like some of the shit. I would be on the phone with him when he was training them. I'd be like, damn, bro, ease up on my nieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them make it a little bit, right? But like they just want to stay title, right? Like sometimes, like, I'm not saying Joe Jackson was correct in whooping ass, do what he was doing. But the motherfucker made Michael Jackson, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that's all I'm gonna give y'all. Like, Michael Jackson came out of Joe Jackson, right? Like, so I'm not saying Michael wasn't fucked up, because he was clearly, right?
But see, and that's what it becomes. It's like
but I think there's a price to pay. This is my honest opinion. I think we talking about L's a lot, but also in L's, there's greatness on the other side of L's. And I think there is, to be great, I think there's a price to pay. I don't know anybody who's great at anything that didn't lack or suffer in something else. Like there's something that has to be given up to be great.
I mean, and that's what we've seen. But that's the whole point.
Greatness has a price. Yes,
and that's what we've seen, and that's what we've seen. So that's what we've seen. But like that's the point.
Lionel, hold on. Before you go, Lionel, you play tennis. Venus and Serena clearly are GOATs.
Yeah.
And their dad had to do what he had to do in terms of being hard on them, disciplined on them, to make them the players that they were. Had he not been what he was, maybe they don't become who they was.
No, and like, but so it's just like, at what cost, right? Because I could think of one of my very good friends, like, her dad pushed her hard in her sport. Like, I literally saw her like crying, like being forced to practice, like after practice, crying. Even my son Sensei, like, he told the story of like how his dad had him practice martial arts, just like, because his dad's a sensei as well. Like, he had to be practicing every single day, like whether he didn't want to, like whether he was tired, like,
and now he's a sensei.
Matter. So I saw that to my friend, and my friend, like, yeah, she went to college. She got the scholarship, even though, you know, a degree is worthless in 2024. And like, it's better for college players now because they're actually getting paid. So like, it is kind of giving a little bit more hope. But like, for the people that were like, that have already passed through the generations where it's like, you may have got a scholarship or not, and it's just like, you know, we're trying to stop the cycle of traumatizing our kids.
Right.
We're trying to stop the cycle like that's what we're here, or at least I know that's why I'm here. And our generation really is here to be the cycle breakers, because it's like, yes, we can keep perpetrating this harm. And then what I also want to say is like the relationship with her father now is not good. So it's just like, at what cost? Like, are you gonna like perpetrate this type
Now
of
that's
harm?
the loss. I'm like, now that's an actual loss. Like,
No,
okay.
facts.
Like, okay, you lost for real. Like, game over now because you like lost the and so that's why when I look back in hindsight as a super competitor, somebody that's like, I'm here for just to take heads. That's pretty much it and go home. Like then I realized it's just like that's not even like cool energy. Like I realized how that's like repellent, and like I realized how it's prideful and boisterous. And it's just like you have to. I feel like ultimately you teach the athlete to win and you teach the athlete to lose. But then that's just in the grand scheme of sports, because life is so much bigger than sports, and people have to be able to perceive laws. Like I have a friend that's going through breakup right now, and I can see them being crushed. Like I can see them having a hard time perceiving this loss. So then I recognize, like, hey, people, like perceive loss in such a way that like you will go on. Trust me. It's so like trust me, you'll go on. Because then that's why I remind people that have lost a family member or somebody close to them. Like I remind them, like, look at how you've gone on from that. Because that's a tremendous loss. So you perceive in that moment, but like, the whole time that was never a loss because I was never really your person. You should have just been valuing the whole time. Like whole time, everyone has a birthday and a death day, so it's just like that's gonna happen. So it's like what you perceive things is like everything. And so that's what I want to wake up. I really do want to wake that up to people who have competitive hearts, because that's where I'm coming from. Like I've been removed from that, thankfully, like over the past couple months. But like I've learned so much, and I realized like it's not a matter of trying to knock people's heads off. Like it's a matter of like enjoying this like sport that you like, that you say that you love, enjoying the sport and being happy to play it, and like absolutely going hard and working on like whatever like is in front of you, like whatever like skill that you need to develop it and keep focusing on you, working on you, and use like games and tournaments and leagues as moments to like showcase where you are, showcase your
And I gotta
skills, shit
say,
like that.
just to be clear, my dad didn't push me in a negative light, right? Like because he just wanted to see me. Like his thing was, if you're gonna do this, right, I want to like let's train to be the best we can be. However good you are after we train, that's what it is, right? But like we're gonna train to be the best we can be at this, right?
Mhm.
And like wherever the chips fall, that's fine with us. But like we're gonna make sure that like we're it. My dad only had one rule. Both my parents, my mom and my dad had one rule. Whatever we start, we're gonna finish, right?
Mhm.
So like if you say you want to run track, you're gonna run track the whole track season. You're not gonna quit, right? Because like my dad and my mom never came to me and said, "Hey, you playing basketball? Hey, you playing football? Hey, you running track?" No, it was always your choice, right? Like in elementary, like I was a prolific writer. Like I'm saying that humbly, right? I was a
Mhm.
prolific writer in elementary. Like I lived in I went to Missouri City Middle School. I'm sorry, I went to Hunters Glen Elementary in Missouri City. I was supposed to go to Missouri City Middle School, but I ended up moving to A-Leaf. Anyway, I was in Missouri City in third, fourth, fifth grade. My writings were being published at like, and they were putting my shit in displays in Missouri City in the banks and like in different venues in the convention centers, like my writing. So I was a prolific writer. I got the information, Torian, oh hating ass. Like I was a prolific writer. Like
Well,
I
where the
was
bars
like
at
my thing
now?
was writing.
Where the
Mark,
bars
please,
at
Like
that's the
my
now?
thing,
statement. That's the statement.
like
Like, no, seriously, I was a
no, I'm just
prolific
saying,
writer.
I've always been a prolific.
I know
I've
that's
always been
right.
very good with my pen has always been very good. Like I've always
Damn,
been
what does
very, very
prolific
good.
mean?
I know
What does
that's right.
prolific mean?
Oh, get him.
First of all, I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect me like that. First of all, so
I
I'm just
just
telling
know.
y'all.
I'm really asking for myself because
Well,
you
look it
keep
up,
like
nigga.
bringing it.
Look
You
it up.
keep saying it. You know, when somebody uses a word, you
Look it
know,
up.
girl, you're like,
God damn it.
I'll just let it
I've
go.
been
And
You
then
like
it's like, okay,
Demure.
they keep saying it. It's like, okay, now
See,
I
if
gotta
a
figure
white
out
dude,
like what
see,
this
here's the
means.
problem.
like
If a white man
Demure.
came on here and told you it's prolific, y'all wouldn't say nothing. See, now a
I'm
black
like, you're
man saying it, y'all want me
pro-life.
to,
I'm like, you're
y'all want me
pro-life.
to, y'all want me to go back and
No, let's
define words and all
pro
this
life
weird
is
stuff. See,
crazy.
you
No,
see
that
what I'm
was you
saying?
the other day, Roy, when you was like, what is the definition for whatever we talking about?
But we were
Like clear
defining
or something
words
like
at that
that.
point. What I'm telling you is,
Clarity.
Concise
And you was
clarity.
what I'm
No,
telling
and
you
that was
is,
the word that we never needed to find. That was
here's
one that
no,
we
we
was
did need it
never
on that.
like. We
No, we
was
100%
clear.
need
We
it.
was
What
clear
I'm
on
telling
the
you
Okay,
word.
though,
We
so
was clear on clear.
what
and
I'm telling
so
you though, is
prolific
that
is
I
like
can.
plentiful.
What I'm
It's like
telling you is that
plentiful,
in
abundant.
elementary, I
No,
was
and so I
getting
feel like a prolific writer could just mean like
He wrote a lot.
nah.
He
No.
was writing a
I
lot.
got
spazzing.
I have award winning. I have awards with Bill with the president Bill Clinton's signature on them. Right? It's like
Oh,
Okay,
signing off on
Nobel
my
so.
shit.
Prize
Maybe
winner.
prolific just
Right?
isn't the
So
right
like
word.
I
yeah,
was
that's a better
really
word.
like with my pen, I was really good. I was always really good with my pen. Like my pen was dope. But when I wanted to do sports, it was like, hey, like when I was writing, they fostered my writing. They were buying me the materials, buying me the reading, right? To like, hey, here's what you need to do, boom, 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 boom. But when I said I wanted to do sports, hey, here's what's gonna take to do that as well. Like, so like I had a balance, but I feel in like I say I was cursed with the curse of competitiveness, right? Like I can't ever take a loss.
You know what
Like
book you should read, Roy?
what's that?
It's the book that I'm reading right now, and it's really like been clocking my ego. I actually borrowed it from Torian. It's been clocking
You
my
say
ego for
ego?
like the last months.
You said
No,
cracking your
it's
ego?
called
Yeah. She said
A New Earth Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. A
Did you
New
say
Earth.
clocking your ego though, Troy?
No, it's been no. I was saying that the book I've been reading has been clocking my ego.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great suggestion, because I
No,
was genuinely thinking that for him, it's not like a competitive curse. It's like a pride, or it's like your ego is way too big, bitch. That ego wants to be fed.
I gotta be that.
mhm.
I gotta be that.
No, and like so, it's
I
just
got
like
to.
order the book now.
I gotta be that. That's me. Like I have
No,
like
and
to
so
this
and
day.
that's what it comes down is that the ego will literally have you thinking that that's you, and that's not you.
No,
You-
what I'm
Yeah,
telling you that is
And
that
so,
like again, I'm open to like I don't look at like if I lose,
He's
I'm
like, I'm
not
open to
mad.
it.
Yeah, like I know that if I go into a game or fight or whatever it is, I can win or lose, right? It is
maybe
what
I
it
just
is.
don't be losing. Maybe I
I
just don't
mean,
be losing. That's why I don't know no loss. I'm
I
like,
got way more wins than I got losses, right? When I
But
left
okay,
my
Y'all
but
are
then
college,
all
but
just
then
on
in
like
life,
the
this.
it's different in life and sport, because he's really talking sport.
no, because life,
no.
because
I get what Roy is
sports,
saying. I get what Roy
sports
is
teaches
saying.
life.
But I
But
think both
Naomi
of
was
all of
saying
y'all
I
are
don't take
all
a
on
loss
like
because she's talking about life.
y'all are all on like the other side, the opposite side of the spectrum for each other. Like where
Facts.
it's like it's just. But at the end of the day, I feel both of y'all. But it's just like that's why like we at this full circle, you know, like, and it's
Right.
just
We
like
come back to
both
the same
things are
place.
true. That's what you have to live in a
Right.
state where both things are true. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can look at it positively, and it is that way. But like for me, I have to learn something from it, and like you can't live
Take
life with just thinking like,
take
oh,
Kamala Harris, right?
Not
Like
live like
Kamala
Lionel.
Harris
What did you
just
just
lost the
say? Excuse
presidential
me.
election. Kamala just lost the presidential election. But if I'm correct, I think she just got the second most votes that any Democratic candidate has ever gotten, right? I think the only person that ever beat her was Joe Biden, had like 81 million. So she's sitting there like, damn, I got more votes than all the rest of these motherfuckers in history, but I lost. I did lose, but I got 74 plus million votes, right?
And
So
it's
like,
not like every day, every election, a president is so damn sleepy that the vice president has to step up to run for election. So that was a win
but
in itself, because most people have to be elected to even
that's
be
what
the
I'm saying.
nominee.
No,
She
and
didn't have
that
to
can
run.
literally be a win too, because it's like, bitch, I dodged the bullet. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
have
she
to
didn't
be
have to be
fucking
elected
running
to be the
fucking
nominee, because
America.
that's tough in the first place. She didn't have to
No
fight
facts. Like this was actually
girl.
a win. So it's just like, do you trust God? And do you
That's
think
what it
that
comes
God
down
is just
to.
like handing you L's, like L, 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 L? Or is he handing you opportunities, growth? Like,
It's like, imagine Job. Like, he totally thought he was getting L after L after L. The whole time it was God,
No,
like,
Joe.
on
Whoa,
his
whoa, whoa,
ass.
whoa, 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 whoa. Job took major L's. Let's talk about Job.
He
First
did,
of
but he
all,
did it. He did, but he did it.
no,
That's the whole
let's
point
talk
of
about.
life. It's
I'm
that
very well versed in Job. First of all, because
okay, I'm not.
God-
So lace us up.
pause.
Lace
let me
us
break
up
it.
the
Let me
one
break
to
it down to you.
Pause,
seven
Roy. Say
Bible
pause,
No
bro.
pause.
message.
No pause. Let me break it down to you because here's what happens in Job. God and the devil have a conversation. These niggas talking. And God talks to the devil and he says, hey, what you been up to? I'm not making, this is literally what they saying. I'm not making none of this up. Like, yo, what you been up to?
Oh,
That nigga
give me
said,
some verses. Hold on. I got my Bible right here. Give me some
I
verses.
don't know what verse, nigga, goddamn. Look it up, shit. But he says,
I'm
yo, what
like,
you been
look,
up
I'm
to?
sorry. I grew up Church of
Look in
Christ. I'm like,
Job, nigga.
we like Bible proof.
Look in Job, nigga.
No, I'm pulling it
Goddamn.
up. I'm pulling it up.
But
Look,
so
this the internet. I'm pulling it up.
So God is talking to Lucifer, and he like, yo, what you been up to? And Lucifer said, yo, I've been going through and fro, right? Wrecking havoc on motherfuckers. That's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking souls. And he says, have you tried my servant Job? Literally, God puts Job up, right? God says, have you tried Job? And Lucifer says, you know I can't try him because you've blessed him so much. You've given him all this shit. You know I can't try him. And God said, you know what? You can do whatever you want to do to him. Just don't take his life. I'm going to take my veil off of Job. Do whatever the hell you want to do to Job. Just don't kill him. So he goes through. He fucks up Job's crops and all his money. He killed Job's family. Job gets like leprosy or some type of disease and all types of wild shit. Like Job's whole life gets fucked up on like some bullshit betting, gambling. Because the whole point was Lucifer said, yo, if you take
gambling.
It was some bullshit gambling. Lucifer told God, he said, if you take your blessings off of Job and you let me do what I do, I promise you he'll curse you. And God said, nah, as long you can do whatever you want to do. Don't take his life, and I promise you he won't ever curse me. And so Job gets all types of shit. Everything. He gets leprosy, his wife gets killed, his children get killed, all his crops die. It's all fucked up.
No, it's like Job longs for death. Job, grief is unbearable. Like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like Job got fucked up. Job got
because
fucked up.
the whole W was that.
But
Like,
Job
God
held it down though.
That was the whole W. Like, that's like
he held
God.
it down.
That's not like, it's literally God calling you from the bench, bitch. Like, this is live. Hello, like God is not just unbeknownst to us. Like, God called him from the bench and said, get in that field. No, God said, get in the field. It's time to get in the field. That's like if God calls you right now and says it's gonna get ugly. Like, you know it might get ugly, but like, have faith. You say, nah, God, I'm gonna call somebody else. Like, you might gotta go through that. But like, on the other side, of being God's favorite is like eternal fucking all things good. It's a W.
But here's the problem though. Job's wife was just a sacrificial lamb. She would just, oh, fuck her. She can die. Yeah, you can kill her.
Not
fuck
a
her.
sacrificial lamb. She is
she died. What are you talking about?
She is the wife of Job. Do you realize Job has a book in the Bible? Do you know who that means to God?
And she died. She got killed.
Sir,
in order for him to have a book, she had to die.
So you got to figure far in the flesh, because just the same way that she was the wife of Job, who has a book in the Bible, that every bitch ain't gonna get a book in the Bible.
Kids died.
Like,
everybody died.
And they were gonna, and Roy, they were gonna die. You're gonna die. Newsflash. Everybody's gonna die.
I'm with you, but you making it seem like it's some dope shit that he did for Job, and like
I'm just trust me, because it just depends. From my perspective,
So hold on, Lionel. If you're the chosen one on the show and me, Torian, and Naomi gotta die, I'm like, well, fuck that. Hold on, I'm not signing up for that.
Well, it's not.
I don't
If
want to
it's
sign
you
up for
gotta
that for you
know.
to be
Bitch, we
great.
talking
No,
about God.
I'm like, because
When you
I
talking about
definitely, I'm
God,
like, okay, me and
you
Lionel
just.
agreed in the
I'm
spirit
like,
world, period.
I'm
we
not
talking about
signing up
God
for that.
here.
I'm like, hell no.
I see,
I'm
but
not
that's the
signing up for that.
thing,
I'm
and that be the
sorry.
thing.
And
But
you're
we know
only
that the
feeling that way
Israelites,
from a
they had a
3D
hard time.
perspective, but you're seeing it from a 3D perspective. But from a higher perspective, you would most definitely could sign up for it.
Because
No,
you're gonna
I'm
die
not.
anyway, and imagine dying anyway, and then still gotta face God. And he like, bitch, you was. I tried to
Because
call
I
you.
mean,
You were.
people definitely
It's like,
do
bitch.
die every
I'm gonna
day, and that
answer.
is a
What
trying
God are we
event.
talking about?
I'm talking about God of all gods, the only God. There's no
I
God
don't know what
beside
God
him. But
that
now
means. I don't know
I'm
what
talking
God that
about
is. See. So now I
God the
don't know what God
Father,
that
the
is.
Son. I'm talking about God. Period.
Okay,
That
what
you can
about Allah?
decipher it. When I say God, whoever that means to you, that can mean to you. I'm talking about God. Period.
No,
There's only one
see,
God to
here's the
me. So
problem with the God argument.
yeah, no,
Is
I'm
see,
not doing
everybody
that.
says that whatever it means to
I'm
you.
not doing that.
Yeah, no, you
Nah,
can figure it
because
out for yourself.
see,
You can go see.
here's the
You can
problem:
decipher.
is that
There's plenty of books,
God,
religions, Bibles. You can go find who God
see,
is. That's
The
for
but
you to
those
Torah.
find.
books contradict one another, though, right?
And that's for you
Because
to find, but you got a heart and you got a mind, I hope. And you can decipher that. That's not for me. I'm not gonna tell no bitch who got it, who
okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Y'all can figure that
So
out. Y'all can
so
go get into some books. Y'all can get into some religions. Y'all can figure out who God is to you.
you see how we see what I'm saying? Everybody, you see how weird this shit got now? See,
No,
now
it's
all of
not
a sudden
weird.
is you get into what you want to get into. See, that shit gets weird now. See,
I'm
that's
not
weird.
answering to somebody. I'm not gonna say, well, this is who God is, because bitch, I'm not doing that to somebody. That's the same way God said He's gonna reveal Himself to everybody. I believe that. That's not my perspective to be like, well, look, here's God. I don't feel that way. I feel like if you want to find out who God is, you're gonna have to do a lot of research, friend. And you're gonna have to get into some conversations. You're gonna have to go and talk to some people, and
Okay,
you're
but let
gonna
me ask
find
you this
God.
though. Let me ask you one
I
question.
think you talk
This
to
is a
yourself.
question this is the question I asked to all the Christians and so-called Christians. I'm not saying I'm not putting you in that category of so-called, but I asked to all Christians and so-called Christians, do you believe that do you believe that you're praying to the one and true God?
If it's from the God of the Bible, no. I feel like, because I recognize on a metaphysical level, like there are beings that are gods and do have godlike powers that can be over different things. I understand that there's different realms, there's different principalities, and there's different powers afforded to different beings on different dimensions where influence and beingness is different. So the way that I recognize God, because like what Lionel really is just trying to say, as there being only one true God, I recognize God as like the source of like all that is, like the divine source creator of all that is, that was, that ever will be. And anything that expands from that, it could be whatever it is, whether that's angel, God, goddess, deity, human, you know.
Listen, here's my default answer. I love the concept of God, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the concept of it. That's my answer. I love the concept of it.
My answer
I
is
was just gonna go elaborate some. I'm like, oh,
no.
No,
Let me
like you
answer
just saying
because
that.
I can't
I
elaborate
understand
because I don't
that.
know what out. That's the
Yeah,
point,
no, I
Torian.
hear that.
That's my point. I love the
Let me answer.
concept, and I stop there.
No, sorry, and I hear you. Heard. And so like no, in my concepts, I wouldn't say my concept, but no, for me, God is the creator of all things, period. And that equates to demigods, giants, spirits, suns, planets, stars. I'm not gonna play with God because blasphemy is one thing. Like, bitch, I believe in the word of God. I do, and I believe in the word of God. That's the bottom line. And I know that like all according to the word, like all things can be forgiven besides blasphemy. So the last thing I do want to do is like put anyone close to God, because all this shit didn't just happen in my art, in my eyes, in my heart, by like chance or by like it happened by like appointment. Like I do believe some like beings or spirits were appointed and angels were appointed to do shit. And some angels have fallen. Like we know that's real. Like we know like they're finding the Nephilim tombs. It's crazy. But like, yeah, and God has breathed life into all things living,
For
including
sure,
plants
LT.
and insects. Like all things that have life have God inside of them. But like that, I don't want you don't. But with that, you don't take away God, because you can't just say, "Let me create a universe with countless planets that have this, like, you can't do that. Like, if you can't, then show me. You know, like, you're not, it's not even
Well, I don't
close.
know. God did that though, Lionel. If I'm being fair, I
And
don't know
I
if
know,
God
and
did
so,
that either.
but and that's fair, but that's the journey of life because people have been trying to figure it out for hundreds. That's why I say I'll never tell somebody. That's why you go on that journey to figure that out. But from my perspective, no, I don't think shit is by chance because this shit is way too meticulous and way too intricate down to like the inside of the body, you know. And so my perspective is like, yeah, there is a one that's above this shit because it's order. And like you almost see it on Earth, how it's try to be like they try to mimic with like there's a king or there's a judge. And like, there were judges back
Yeah,
in the day though. It's like it's mimicked, but the reality is there like it is like a pyramid. There's a top and then this shit goes down to the multitude as far as grass. Because grass is alive too, you know. But I hope it grass isn't
Dang, and
thinking
it's
like, oh,
crazy
God is
because I
inside of me,
see the
I'm God.
pyramid
Like,
like
no grass.
this of like all things being God, and like we come down like, but then we have the little singular solar.
so who
Like,
created God? Did
okay,
God create
Who
God or did
knows?
man create God?
Who knows? Do you know we don't even know what's in the water of this planet, let alone the history of this planet. Us trying
So
to
who
figure out who
created the
created
book?
God. No,
So
like
who
no,
created the
just
book?
honestly to answer the question, let me answer it first. Because
Go ahead.
trying to figure out who created God is like insane because we don't
Is
even
it?
know. It's insane because first I would need answers from humanity like seriously and like solid answer like what are we talking about in the ocean, like what's tea. Hey, solidly and literally what are we talking about on Mars, what's tea. Hey, literally what's tea with the Euphrates River, crack that tea. Hey, Antarctica, what's tea. Like when that
But like
can't be
we've
cracked,
done that
no, please
though.
let me finish. Because like when that can't be
I'm
cracked, like
sorry.
the Amazon
I'm sorry.
forest in the the Congo cannot be cracked. Are you kidding? Are you seriously gonna sit there and ask somebody like who created God? These bitches can't crack the Congo. We can't crack that. We can't crack like North Sentinel Island. We can't crack the Amazon. We don't know. We can't crack the ocean. We can't crack Antarctica. Crack it. Clock it. Because there's shit you just can't. It's beyond you. And like, but then I'll just stop
Can I
there.
answer now? I got an
No.
answer for you. We just
No.
need more time. We just need more time, right? Because
True.
because there were things before that we couldn't crack, and then eventually we could, right? There were things
Mhm.
that like people
no,
didn't
shit
know
is
why.
definitely on it cracking. Like,
Right? People didn't. There was a generation of people who never knew why why lightning existed. Now we know, right? We have an answer. I can give you
Yeah.
an answer for lightning, but there
No.
were millions and trillions of people who died never knowing actually why we have lightning on this planet.
But
Now we
so
can give you
crack
the
it.
information.
But I'm not saying it's not crackable. I'm saying before you crack who created God, do you know how much needs to be cracked before that? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but see,
saying.
I think that's unfair
To
though, right?
jump there
Because
is
you're giving me an
crazy.
unfair assignment. No. Hold on, listen. You're giving me an unfair assignment. You're saying I have this being, and your job is to tell me everything in the world in order to disprove this, without you ever having to prove your
No,
stuff.
I'm saying good
You're
luck.
telling me
You can embark on that journey. The thing is, some things are not meant for humans to crack. You can embark on that
I don't
journey.
know that that's true though,
It's your
Lionel. That's what I'm saying. I
prerogative.
don't know that's true.
no, because
And
some
that's you
humans
can so
definitely
you can
crack
embark
it.
on the journey. You can be the one that figures out who birthed God, but good fucking riddance and good luck. Because
Not
you can
Because
be
really.
what I'm
there
telling
forever.
you,
Riddance
is
too,
that
yes.
on this
Because y'all
planet
never
for a
see
long,
you'll be gone.
what
I'm
I'm
gonna be
saying is
gone.
that what
Unless
I'm
he
telling
comes
you is that
back, like God or the Buddha or like Jesus
right.
Christ
Yeah, but
supposedly.
Thoth was gagged. Thoth was gagged, and Thoth realized, bitch, there was something so much further. Even in Thoth's journey up to before he got to the highest dimension, he realized, bitch, some of these beings are so much more powerful. I can feel so much more energy and power from them. That was before he got to the highest being where he couldn't see shit because it was too bright. Just like, I don't even feel like I'm supposed to be here. And he just comes back to like his lower level type shit. It's like,
Hold
at
on, who are
some
you
point,
talking
like
about?
you do embark upon a journey and like you can, right? But like,
Thought.
you'd be that, but who knows?
Here's what I'm saying.
Wait, what are you talking about? Where is that?
Like going to the end, the beginning of like the creation, like find the
Cause
journey of
but
who created God.
because what I'm saying is there's a whole class you can take in some universities about the God of the gaps theory, right? Because everybody had these theories of God, right? Because whatever people couldn't explain, they said God, until all of a sudden we were able to explain it, and then okay, that's not God no more. But before science is able to fully explain it, okay, that's just God. Then science can explain it, and now we remove God, right? So I'm just saying, right, that like
no, but God isn't removed from that act even still, because it's still God that people were able to do what needed to be done to figure that shit out.
I don't know what that even means.
You know,
that's
the God
slogan.
within us.
That's the slogan.
I'm saying if somebody comes up with a cure or something, or somebody learned how to do heart surgery.
Me that's God? That's surgery. Not research?
That's heart surgery. I feel like
that's
there
God.
is an ultimate force that can lead people through life and through certain things and allows them to reach certain destinations.
I'm gonna disagree on that because I believe that using
you think
science.
Just a person is just doing this shit all on their own. They just work really hard.
Yes, I think it's trial and error. I think it's trial and error. I think in the ancient Egyptian days, they were taking motherfuckers and cracking them open and saying, let's look at what the fuck is in their body. Okay, here's what they got. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's how people learn. That's why we do experiments on chimpanzees and animals before we move on to humans.
We don't even know who built the pyramids. That's like based on carbon dating. But like, as far as we know,
I ain't getting into the pyramids and all that.
So,
see,
but you brought up
I
Egypt.
don't get caught up in the pyramids.
But that's the thing. All of that is pointless. None of this is known, and so that's what you have to deal with. Science likes to deal with like the hypothesis of things. I'm a scientist. That's what I study. Like I love and respect science, but I know that God is above science. That's like if somebody creates a clock and puts the batteries in, that bitch is gonna tick forever until the batteries die. It's like if God creates a universe in the world,
like we didn't know that at first.
But see, I know you have to watch that movie I sent you because it's crazy we're talking about this because that movie actually is you have to watch it.
Yeah,
this nigga talking about the Anunnaki.
I started to watch it.
Y'all Negroes gotta stop with the whole Anunnaki shit. That shit is okay. I gotta bring it. Okay, y'all niggas. I need to start a mission in 2025 to get you Negroes off of that shit. But go ahead.
Well, it's actually not crazy. Shout out to you for
it is crazy. Fuck
no, because let me just address that comment because they found in 2004. They found the grave of this one person, right? This entity that was like a legend, like a myth. It was said to be a myth from the Sumerian tablets.
Who found it?
Archaeologists.
Okay.
But turns out it's not like a myth. Turns out that grave site was real. So then like they finally dig into the grave site and like crack the tomb. And it's like the story of what's inside of the tomb, right? So they say is synonymous to what's on those on those tablets. Not the emerald tablets, but like the Sumerian tablets. And so then that kind of takes it out of the myth world a little bit. It makes it more interesting, But
I would need to see what you're talking about. I can't. I don't know what you're talking about, so I need to review what you're talking about before we.
I'm like,
before we make that a fact.
Well, it's not. It is a fact. I just don't know the name of the tomb because
it's a fact to you.
English name.
I'm just simply saying I'm not familiar with what you're talking about, so I would have to review that information before we just say, okay, that's a fact. Because what I'm saying is,
so y'all can do y'all research. Look, there's TikTok. That person put the Anunnaki in the comments.
See,
here's what hole you can go down. So then another hole is look up a tomb found in 2004. Right? That's how you search Google. Tomb found
hold
in 2004.
on.
Boom.
But hold on, before you go there,
before
anybody goes there, before anybody looks that up, I hope everybody knows that the majority of people on this planet are actually it's more Muslims than Christians on this planet. So who's the real
but religion is we're not getting we're past
we're going
to truth. We're not getting caught in religion.
That's why I get annoyed with y'all. See,
we're not getting caught in religion.
See, that's why I get annoyed because the Muslim religion is very different than the Christian religion, and there's very distinct differences in the deities and what they do, what they don't do. So we can't just say, oh, that they just a different religion. No, it's important on what religion they are. Because it has ramifications for the afterlife and for what they like.
Most definitely.
For example, the Mormons. If you're a Mormon, there are major ramifications for the afterlife because they believe that you can go to different levels of heaven. You can be in a lower level, an upper tier level, or the highest level of Mormonism. You become the gods of your own planet. So, like I say that because these different religions have different levels. Like it's different
No, that's true.
nuances.
And I want to just clarify because I didn't bring up Job for all of this belief shit. To be honest, like I
It was
didn't.
me.
Like
I
I brought
brought
up
up Joe.
Job because like we're talking
I'll take
about
that. I
losses.
brought up
And so
Joe.
like we were talking about loss, and so that's why I brought that up. I don't really give a fuck about what people believe, but I do see like the Bible and like things, events of history as historical facts. Like some shit really did fucking happen according to a lot of people, right? That like aren't here that just wrote about it. So like in terms of history, some shit like really did happen. I'm not like here for the debates of belief or like what you believe, like how I believe. Like seriously, I'm not that compelled because people have the right to believe. Like that's what I believe. I feel like you could believe anything. If you want to believe in a sock, like I don't think you're crazy. Yeah, go ahead, get your sock and hang it up every Christmas over your fireplace, right? The stocking. But like I'm not that concerned with the belief part, but the historical part. And just the part that like lessons can be learned from what people go through. And like obviously Job went through some shit. And like the L wasn't like his time on earth, so it ends up being like to be chosen by a any god would seemingly be like some fly shit. Like to like be like, but he believed in Job. That was the whole point. He's like, yeah, try him and watch how he can stand. He gonna stand on business, you know. And so imagine what the rewards to like someone believing like a god believing in you like that. That was why I brought that up because it's not like real
Job is a
losses,
great
you guys.
story.
It's
Make no
just like you
mistake.
really
Job is
go
a
through
beautiful
shit,
story.
like you really are gonna
And
go
look,
through shit. Like nobody came. Otherwise, this would be like the perfect place. It would be like heaven. Like it wouldn't be
and
Earth.
look.
Like Earth
Let
is
me be
here, like
full.
going to university. We came to university, bitch. You have class. You better show up on time or not, and you're gonna fail and have to go back to that class next year.
And look, let me give full disclosure. I shouldn't even be drinking on tonight's show. I gotta go take my black ass to the doctor tomorrow. I got my hat down low because my eyes are swollen as shit right now. They damn near all the way closed. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow because I got a burn on my fucking leg that I think got infected, and I think I rubbed my eyes and fucked up, got my eyes infected. So my shit is
No,
all
God,
swollen up.
what happened to
Yeah,
you?
my shit is all fucked up right now, right? So I'm
No, he
talking
got
this
beat
way.
up. He got beat up by some mob people. He be out here gambling.
I'm
Like
telling
Jay
you.
Leno.
So, I'm
Allegedly.
saying, first of all, fuck Jay Leno on some bullshit. So I gotta go tomorrow and get some antibiotics. I tried it for a week to heal it on my own. My shit's still puffy as fuck. If I lift my hat up, y'all will be like, yo, this nigga shit look crazy. My eyes are swollen shit right now. So
I can get you
in
some
my leg.
antibiotics for the Lolo from Keisha Biotics.
Okay, nigga, I'm good. See, nigga, I'm
I'm
good.
like, I got some old ones from when I have to get my tooth pulled. I got some old antibiotics.
Some Owens. They might be a little expired, a little.
Yeah, they gonna knock that shit out.
But
Right,
they just want you
still
to
work.
sell it by that day. That's the day they want them to sell it by. It'll still work.
Hilarious. But I'm just saying though,
JK,
like I
this
think
is
like,
not medical advice, you guys.
Yeah.
no, please don't take this medical advice.
Purposes only.
I mean, but if we was at the apocalypse, you still be taking that shit. So
If I was to show my leg,
I know you'd be happy. Like
I'm like, it don't
please.
even gotta be the apocalypse. I probably
So
would
here's
say-
what happened to me. So like every day I play basketball, I come home, I ice my knees, and then I do ice, I do heat, and then I do ice again. So that's my normal routine. And for whatever fucking reason, I don't know if it was just the way I had my heating pad like tilted or whatever. I was like, damn, this motherfucker really hot right now. It ain't ever been this hot. And so I was like, let me take this shit off. It ain't never been this hot before. And I took it off. And then I woke up the next day. And I remember going to the like waking up, going to the damn bathroom and like rubbing my leg and being like, what the fuck? And looking down, and I had a big ass bubble blister, like right like on the side of my knee, like a big ass fat bubble, like a burn blister. And of course, everybody says because everybody says don't pop the blister. So I didn't pop it, right? Took care of it, had the blister for like a week. And then I don't know, maybe I rolled over wrong in the bed or whatever the fuck.
Naturally.
It popped on its own. Yeah, it popped on its own. And shit started getting like, I was like, okay, this shit looks crazy, right? So, and I don't know if I rubbed my eyes with that. Like, I think my eye shit is some allergies because I was fucking
No, you know you like sensitive.
Right, what the
What
fuck?
the
Torian,
I
this
don't
is
know if it's
not a
gonna
laughing matter.
No,
real
like
shit.
you know, Roy is too sensitive. Like you need to get a bubble.
No, like I'm just
I
thinking about
am like
all
my
this,
skin
like,
is
cause you
and like
probably
I'm
do, like,
allergic to a bunch of shit. I'm allergic to like every fucking. I'm allergic to penicillin. I'm allergic to every fucking thing. So like
Them eyes just
yeah,
probably realized something was
So,
going
like,
on
what
these days.
care
Smell
were
up.
you
What's
doing on
that?
the burn?
Run
You was
it.
cleaning it. Tell me your first aid care. What is your first aid care like?
I went and got.
nothing.
I went to CVS, got all the wound care shit, right? All the shit that
I'm
says
saying,
like, hey,
tell me
here's-
what you did exactly.
Nigga, I don't remember every goddamn name of the shit. Goddamn, everyone to play by play. Shit, I was cleaning the shit with the shit that said was for burns and wounds. I was cleaning it with that shit. Boom, 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 boom,
I'm
boom.
like, were
I
you
know where I
disinfect?
fucked up
Okay,
at.
because like this is basic. This is basic first aid care for like a cut or a burn can be a
Yeah,
little bit different though. But
Yeah.
like
I
what I really
had
want
probably
to see is
it
where
was
you
probably
get
like
your
a second degree burn.
antibacterial shit. Like, you know,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
very
probably like a
much
second degree burn.
Oh my gosh, second
yeah.
I
degree.
fucked up because like when the bubble popped, like my skin was completely pink. So it was
Yeah.
a bad burn.
No,
Yeah, it was
there's
a
a
bad
cream
burn.
that starts with like COR.
No,
I keep
I
thinking
had all the cream. I was
I keep
putting it on
thinking
there.
cortisol, but
I know where
cortisol is
I
like
fucked
the
up.
stress
I
chemical.
know exactly where I fucked up at. After a couple
Colloidal?
of days, I was feeling
Colloidal
good.
cream. That's what it's called. That's what's good for a burn.
After a couple of days, I was feeling good, and I went and played basketball. And I know that's what fucked it up.
Yeah, all
You
that
better go
sweat.
to the hospital and hope you ain't got no fucking staph infection and shit.
Nah, it'll be
You
all
know
right.
you
It's just
can't
a
be
shot.
doing
It'll be all right.
No,
It'll be all right.
shut
It's just
up.
a shot.
Yeah, no, staph is real, for real.
I
Yeah,
watched
this is a
3
quick shot.
episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
This is
Take
a
your
quick
ass.
Now
shot.
I'm
Boom.
like, and that's not even from Grey's Anatomy. That's the fact of being like in a gym where all that shit
Oh,
is.
cortisone.
Having
Y'all
That's
are
ridiculous.
wilding.
It's
Trust
cortisone.
me. I've had infections
open
before.
wound.
It's a quick shot in the ass cheek. Boom. You good. They give you some antibiotics, some oral shit. Pause. You going about your day. You'll be all right.
This isn't an STD, Roy.
First of all, hilarious. First of all, hilarious, nigga. But that's what they gonna do. They finna give me a shot in the ass tomorrow and give me a script
Oh,
for some
yeah.
goddamn pills. 100%.
Hopefully.
They gonna give me a shot. I guarantee you tomorrow they gonna give me a shot in the ass. Guarantee.
No way. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
you're 50 years old. That's the fastest way.
First of
There's
all,
no way.
first
There's
of all,
no way you
Torian.
just get a shot in your ass. That's
First of all,
crazy.
Torian, fuck you.
Wow.
No,
Like,
they-
why would you
they're
get
gonna give me a
in your
shot.
ass?
I gotta get a shot. I'm gonna get a shot, and then I'm gonna get some antibiotics, and I'll be good.
Okay, a shot in the ass though. That's crazy.
I mean, what else they gonna shoot me at in the arm?
Like the arm.
Yeah,
That's
like
normally where you get
fucking David Washington.
Are you a
It
baby?
depends. It depends. They just need
depends.
a large
There you
pistol.
go.
It depends what they're shooting.
I'm
Honestly.
like
There
babies
you
get
go.
shots in babies
Because
get
every time
shots in the
when you
ass.
get a skin when you get a skin infection, it's a very they gotta put a large dose, so it's a big needle, so they put that in your ass.
Oh my fucking
This nigga getting ass shots. He lying. He get
BBL
BBL.
risky. BBL risky.
Oh my god! Now he's
BBL
telling
risky.
this whole
You
story.
need to change
so
that
he can go
name.
Get surgery.
Change that name to BBL risky.
BBL risky.
Right.
BBL risky.
BBL. Let's go.
Yes. BBL risky.
All right. This is how it happens.
Yo, I gotta get some antibiotics though. My shit is crazy right now. I gotta get it. Hey, thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Let's get up out of here. I gotta go to sleep. Fuck y'all. Shit, goddamn it.
Ooh, it's
I got my hat. I like my hat down low. You dig? Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Hit the
In the
thumbs up
perfect
button
world,
on
when
the
you sound
way
like
out.
my head down low, we would end this episode on T.I. That song is
I
like
like my
top.
beat down.
Yeah,
And my
exactly.
trunk
Look,
way
down
up.
low.
And I think, yeah.
But I wish we
Wait,
could
don't
just
you be
play
that shit
that
like
song.
this?
I like my top. Clear back,
Hilarious.
clear back, clear back, clear
Hey,
back.
man. Hey, man.
Yes.
Hey.
Shout out to
We up
T.I.
out
You
here
know
for
you
the
couldn't
night,
get
though,
that
man.
club the other night. It's okay. Come to Houston.
No, like come to
Come
Houston.
to-
You're just in Austin. Shouldn't have been there.
You gonna get the club
Come
for
to Houston.
sure.
It's crazy.
They're gonna
Y'all
exactly
y'all
who
with
you
my-
are.
Come in and subscribe.
Peace,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm
Have a
leaving-
good
hold
night.
on, I gotta leave y'all.
Peace out, T.
I gotta leave y'all with some note. Let me leave y'all with this. Fuck it. I'm gonna leave
Can
y'all
I
with this
talk
right
my
here.
shit again?
Yeah.
Who's
here we
about
go.
to smoke the bleezies with me? Let's smoke some blunts tonight.
Come pick me up.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm on the way.
Hey, can we leave here tonight? I'm gonna leave with some Franklin Saint. Hold on, we ain't had no Franklin Saint in a long time.
Yeah, I'm a Saint, all right. Frankly Saint.
Find yourself a new plug. You don't mean that shit? The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.